Believe it or not, it's time for the stream. Grab some snacks and your coffee. Sometimes I game or I make art. What will it be? Believe it or not, we are live. Hello everybody. Happy Saturday. Live indeed. How is everybody? Jack is giving me enough wells for Who Said It and to make me feel also disappointed in my sleeping schedule. But for real, I'm sorry. I still intend for these to be around 10 o'clock. Roughly. New Year's has still really fucked up my sleep schedule. Ever since that 5K and Alex and I went to bed at like 3 a.m., it hasn't been the same for me. And I'm really struggling to get that back on track. But we're here. We're still gonna do Cozy Saturday streams. Hello, Jack and Alex. Welcome in. Rick, hello. Hope you're doing well. Bimp, like Chuck Norris, indeed. I do mean to arrive precisely when I feel like it. Echo, hello, with the Hierophant reverse. This is the first time I've been made aware of the word Hierophant after all this time. Do you guys ever do that thing where you learn a new word and then suddenly you see it everywhere? Right? I feel like that's a pretty common occurrence. I think I've talked to other people that have had that happen. Or like you learn of a new concept and then suddenly you see it in like 2 other places within the next like week or so. Hierophant is one of those things where like that's happened to me with other just books I've read, or like I learn new things in like the occult. Right? Definitely a common occurrence. And I think there's even like a psychological name for that. Hierophant is one that I've only ever heard in tarot. And I feel like it's a word I would have learned from tarot and then seen other places. But yeah, I know what you mean. I'm like, huh. And because of that, I'm like, I don't want to say I'm like less familiar with the card. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's something. Holy shit. But I know what you mean. I would like expect that occurrence with Hierophant. I've never gotten it. You gave me more time to get my writing in for the day, so I forgive you. Next week, you may find my hands on my hips, my head tilted a certain way. Well. That's cool, though. Jack, what were you writing? Because I know you're kind of trying to figure out, like, for those that don't know, Jack has I guess, like a New Year's resolution, right? To write something every day, which is fucking awesome. But I know you were mentioning, I think in the Discord, where it's like, what's the line of writing something every day? And I have the same problem with reading something. Like for a while, I was like, okay, published book. Yeah. Fan fiction counts. If I read fan fiction on AO3, like that counts as reading. But then I was like, what if I just do heavy reading on like, exercise science? What if I'm reading a lot to figure out something new for a workout? Like, does that count as reading? Like, yeah, I guess technically, but do I want that to count towards my goal? Yeah, I know what you mean. So I'm curious how that's going for you. A common occurrence. I'm sure I've missed Hierophant coming up hundreds of times, and now that I've seen it, I'll catch it every time. Hi, Kestrel, hello. Hi, Dim with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Okay, let's go. Art, welcome. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Romance, get out of here. I mean, Kestrel, I know you do, Tara. I know you know what. I was gonna say like, oh well, romance can mean, and I'm like, Kestrel fucking knows. What am I? What am I talking to them like that for? And that's like the elephant who was the first in line to get to his parents' house when they go on to have their bones trampled by Simba. What? Okay. Oh my god. Today I took a break from creative writing 101 exercises and started working on another personal article about handwriting versus typing and how much digital content I've lost to modernization. Oh shit. I would love to listen, if you keep 100% of your writing to yourself, as somebody who used to write way more often as a hobby, less so I would say in the last like 2 or 3 years especially, but as someone who used to do that, no one has ever seen my writing, and they never will from those times, frankly. Not that they'll never, it's actually kind of a dream of mine. It is a bucket list dream for me to be a published author one day. That is way in the distance. It is not anywhere soon because I need to work up to that shit, but a dream nonetheless. No one will ever see my writing from the before times. You know what I mean? So I respect if you don't want to share that, but also I'm very curious what you're doing with like creative writing stuff. And the article stuff sounds fascinating. Do you know what I mean? Because I also am a huge proponent of like, I don't know, the like, hear me out when I say this, the lost art, the lost craft of like working with our hands more in the digital age, just because it helps us retain so much more. We were talking a bit on Echo Stream yesterday about aphantasia versus hyperphantasia. And I think some of you guys know I've mentioned I'm an aphan. I have aphantasia or live. That makes it sound like it's some like dreadful condition. It's not. It's just like it's words used to describe how you can see with your mind's eye and like how visualization works for you, right? It's just like labels for that. And we were talking about how that works. And I don't know. It's just interesting. Even though I would say my visualization works differently than I think most people think of. I'll say that because it's not bad. It's very, very different. Handwriting and working with my hands, I think still helps everyone immensely, which is a very cool link. Anyways, catching up with chat. Always open to hearing others' interpretations, though, Alyssa. Oh, thanks, Kestrel. It's just funny sometimes when I catch myself because I'm like, wait, Kestrel fucking like, they know. I'm good. It's early evening for me. That's cool. So wait, are you, if you don't mind me asking, are you in Europe? Are you part of the team of Europeans? The Americans are easily outnumbered here, and the Asians. There's many Europeans here. The Hierophant. Make elephant trunk sounds. Oh! Same girl, same. You also aspire to be an author? I don't even need to be like a full-time, like, you know what I mean? I'm not, like, also, if that is anyone's goal out there, that's fucking awesome because I have gone through phases where I'm like, man, I would love to be full-time author. But I don't think I love writing enough to like pursue it to that degree, you know what I mean? As like a personal thing. But like, speaking of romance, the romance of that thought, right? It entices me. But I do think with my storytelling abilities, I think with my love of story and art in general, I think I've talked about this. It's a goal of mine to take my character designs and environment designs, build a world, and also write an anthology to the world. I feel like that's something that would lend itself well to my skills and I could do. And that wouldn't necessarily be like the full-time endeavor of writing, but I would love to do that and just get my work out there, like creativity out there, I guess. I spoke to my oh, hold on. I had like a bubble in my throat. Okay, the throat demons were trying to escape. Okay. I spoke to my therapist this week about getting in my own way. Oh my God, is that a fucking... I feel for that so much. And now I just lost your message. About getting in my own way, comparing myself to professional skilled articles, and not being willing to show my writing to other people because of it. And he was like, why do you even need to show them? Just do it for you. Oh, for sure. And I was like, no, I do this for the attention. Okay, you know what's funny about that though, Jack, is... Because obviously, and I know you know this, there's validity in why do you need to show anyone, do it for you. But doing it for the attention, I will say, I wonder if your therapist is a creative or not. Because I talk all the time about how I'm an introvert and I don't like too many eyes on me. But at the same time, I'm here streaming, right? I think when you're a creative, it's like attention, sure. But when people say, oh, I like attention, it gets a negative connotation to it, right? It's like, oh, you like attention. Like, oh my God, you're so full of yourself. And it's not that. I think as a creative, I think it's more about connection. It's about like you share something with people and you're making a connection with them that you can talk to them, you're making them feel a certain way, you're making them think, maybe you're influencing their thoughts and perspective. That's why I always say fiction is so powerful, like as a book, a TV show, whatever, because good fiction, when you finish that work, you leave it changed somehow. You're more empathetic, your perspectives are different on different people. So like, yeah, doing it for attention, sure. But like at the same time, being a creative, like your instinct is to share that and you want other people to see it and like it so that you can have that connection in whatever capacity with other people. This is turning into a TED Talk. Any creators out there want to weigh in on this? I didn't mean to get on my soapbox and like preach, but that's actually something I've thought about lately with streaming. And you guys know, like I used to do art like full time professionally. Now I'm kind of like slowly wading into this like content creation space. And like, I don't know, I've been thinking about creativity as like a bulk lately, you know, and what that means. It might be too early on a Saturday morning for some people. Or afternoon. Yeah, that's right. I see arts in Germany. That's so fucking cool. I love Germany, man. I was there last summer and I adore it. I took 2 years of German in high school. My German is atrocious, but I wish I was better at it. We need another session. No, I get you, Jack. I get you. There's so many different creative things I love doing. Writing is one of them, but I feel like I don't have enough time in the day to do everything. Yes! Art. I was literally talking about that on stream the last couple weeks. How I feel spread too thin doing all the stuff I want to do. And like, I'm trying to train myself to focus in on one at a time for a larger period of time so that I can develop more. But I mean, this is after like 3 years of having like 6 different burners on the oven. You know what I mean? I go through phases of focusing on different things. I completely relate to that. Same, I don't think I could ever be a professional author. I think I have a soft bucket list item of writing a novel, but I'm never gonna get there if I don't build the habit in the first place. 100% agree. You get it? Starting from zero sucks the most. How do you guys feel about starting from zero because, okay, here's how I feel. Hi, Isaiah, welcome in. Hope you have a good morning. I actually find when I start a new hobby or like soft bucket list goal, maybe it was like when I committed to art full, like I'm going to make a fucking career out of this. I'm going to work at one of the big studios, right? Even if you're going full whole hog into it or not, I find that starting from zero is actually one of the most fun parts because I feel like the skill rate is exponential. So when you learn a lot at first, you go like this and you're like, I'm learning so fast. I'm going to be great at this. Like maybe this is the secret talent. And then somewhere along the line, it starts like plateauing out because to gain skill, I guess at those later levels, kind of like an RPG, you know how RPGs, you get so many levels at first and then to go from level like 52 to 53 takes you hours. It's kind of like that. And so like for me, it's like the first like 2 weeks of learning it is so good. And then I get this false sense of me being like a genius at it. And then I keep going and I'm like, actually, I suck at this. Wait a minute. This is a lot harder than I thought it was. And then getting those building blocks is really rough. That happens to me more than I care to admit. Yeah, listen, I think connection is a great point. I always want to connect with people in a certain way. And I can, honestly, Jack, I can kind of tell that even just how you write on the Discord. Or like community projects are like a huge passion for you. I can tell in a good way. Like it's inspiring, honestly. In a more abstract way, yes, writing is meant to be read. But I understand that it doesn't all have to be read. No, I understand. No one's going to read my creative writing 101 assigned description of this, man. I knew once, which I hand wrote. No, I get you. But you have to do the creative writing 101 assignments to build up the chops, if you will, to write your novella or your short story or your trilogy, whatever you want to write. I get it. I would love to split my day and try to do a little bit of everything. But I love to take a couple hours for each thing to properly hyper focus. Art, I do that too, man. Hyper focusing is a real problem for me because that's part of what would happen. So like what I would do before, I'm open about this on here, how like I'm really trying to focus now more on like Twitch, YouTube, getting this off the, what am I trying to say? Getting this ball rolling. That's the right phrase. Before I was kind of like, when I was like, oh, I can do this and art professionally, I think at the same time. I think I can do that. And even fitting in maybe some more hobbies, or like, oh, I can learn this thing to make this for an online shop and then sell it and stuff. And I realized I had like 4 balls in the air, and trying to fit in a weekly schedule, because I'm a huge planner girl. I got my dual planner system that I always fucking talk about. I'm like, okay, how can I plan out my week so that I can fit all this in and make progress? And I found that during the day, I'd be like, okay, Wednesday, let's say Wednesday is an editing day, and I just spend the morning editing, and then I'll spend the afternoon working on like embroidery stuff, or maybe online, like I'll start building like an online like store or marketing, or like, I don't know, something like that. I would like learn some other secondary skill. And inevitably, I would get so sucked into the editing, and I'd want to do a good enough job that, of course, the initial 3 hours I didn't set aside for it was enough. So I would do it the whole day. And then I would feel bad that I didn't get to the other stuff I had planned in the afternoon. And then the rest of the week, does anyone else go through this? So then like whatever you had planned keeps getting pushed down later in the week. And then the rest of your schedule gets messed up, and then you feel bad, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not doing anything I said I was gonna do. I'm lazy," or I'm like, you know, this isn't working the way it should have. So now I realize for Alyssa, I need to not stuff my schedule too much, and I need to just lock in, maybe do one big thing a day, and then if I can, sprinkle in little things. And that's okay. Yes, that's me too. I'm glad I'm not alone. Cause Alex always has to be like, Alyssa, just don't listen. If you write more than 3 things in your planner, it's too much. Just don't do it. And he knows this about me, but I'm always like, but I want to do more. It's a curse, man. I started embroidery a couple months ago, and I feel like this. Yes, I have an embroidery project I did, and it was from one of those like tutorial kits. Like you buy it, you have everything you need to get it done. And I did it, and I was like, this is great. And it was that whole like huge hit of dopamine in the beginning, because I, went from knowing nothing to creating this really cute little, it was like a handful of different mushrooms on a circle like this big. And I felt really good about myself. And then I went to go do more embroidery, and I realized it's actually really hard to make sure this is like just the right tension. Like now that I also know enough about embroidery to know when it's bad. You know what I mean? So now I notice when I mess up, which is pretty often, and having to fix that's a pain. So I know what you mean. Building new hobby habits and routines always start with a huge endorphin high, new optimism and willingness, yes. And then it gets laborious and hard, and the couch and TV look real nice, yes. Jack, that's an excellent way to put it, absolutely. I guess the big internal question on this one is, do you want to be the old, jack of all trades, master of none, or do you want to master 1 or 2 things and let the other things go a bit? I think I like the idea of being a jack of all trades. And honestly, I think that's kind of where like life and my personality will lead me. I mean, it already has, right? Look at me. I did like the professional musician thing for like 10 years with some training and stuff, right? Like roughly like a decade. I did the French horn orchestral whatever thing. Did I do it as a master where I was like, playing in the fucking Chicago Symphony? Like, no, but I did it enough where I would say like, yeah, I was gigging professionally. I was making money from it. It wasn't like glamorous, but like I was doing it and the skill is there. So like, I don't know, that will always be there, right? And then moving to art. And I do want to return to art more, but I just realized that like, I think the jack of all trades thing, at least for me, with everything I'm saying, with how my brain works, right? And scheduling, I have to like commit to something enough to see, you know what it is? I have to commit to something enough to see it develop so that I can survive in this modern society. That's kind of why I'm committing more to content creation now, because I realize if I half-ass this, I won't be able to continue this. Do you know what I mean? Because also I'm an adult that needs to like help me and my husband survive. But then maybe I can go back and develop some of those other skills once this is like developed enough, if that makes sense, I guess. You know, it's, yeah. I don't mind being the jack of all trades. I think that'd be kind of cool. Particularly because I have some of that experience with how music worked for me already. It's really hard to know what to prioritize, especially if some things need to be done first. Yeah. And not what you're in the mood for at the time. Yes. That's where like a sense of discipline comes in handy, where like if you want to come up with a plan and you're like, okay, this is what I need to do. If you're able to kind of just put your head down even when you don't feel like it, that's huge. That is something that my music background I think really helps me with. Thank God. My dad is one of those guys who's just good at everything he touches. He builds furniture in houses, he paints, he sculpts, he sings. He's even a much better writer than me, and he does it. And when he does it, he never does it. At one point, his job was medical prosthetics for amputees. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. But he chose to be a teacher, which he's also very good at. And you can't help but wonder, like, what if he stuck to art and became a master? I know what you mean. But also, that's so, I don't know, that's cool. I kind of want to be like the way your dad is. You know what I mean? I think it'd be really cool if when I'm like 60 years old, people can be like, what do you mean she worked like on TV shows as an artist and then like an orchestral musician and then like did the social media thing and then I don't know what else life has in store for me, but I'm only 31 and in another 30 years, who knows what it could be crazy. It could be nuts. I think that's so neat. And that, like, honestly, that thought kind of goes for, if you're listening to this conversation and you're like thinking of yourself at all, bless you. Thank you, Dim. B-Dot. Hey, Jake. Welcome. I was going to say, if you're listening to this conversation and you're thinking of your else at all, of yourself at all, there we go. Do it. Follow your dreams. I'm actually a huge proponent of that shit. Do what you like. Follow your dreams. I think if you want to be a jack of all trades, you can do it. I get it and respect it. If it brings you oh wait, did I miss something? I did. I know, but I think for me, I want to follow whatever I'm excited about and see where it leads me. Yeah. I mean, there's also, listen, that is, go for it. I also come from like my very type A high school background, right? Where like I've always had like a planner and schedule with me. And I like functioning like that, you know? Getting respected, if it brings you happiness, I would never object to that, of course. I know the planner struggle too. My to-do list is always endless and there's no end in sight. Yep. That's how it be. You and Alex are also going to build a house one day. I can feel it. See, okay, that's another thing. You know how I talk about, I dream of having like one of those small but super cozy cabins out in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. Like, what if we did that one day? And we could turn that as part of like this. You know how many people love YouTube series of people building cabins and shit? Like, we could do it. We could do it. I don't know. I do feel like, I think I'm too much of a dreamer to let life kind of slide by. Because I think that's why I've been like, you guys know, like with like my teacher friends, I'd be like I would kind of encourage them to quit and be like follow your dreams. You don't have to be unhappy at this job. If you want to change it, like fucking do it. I believe in you. Like, which which is not always, like, obviously with the caveat of like, okay, don't like fucking do that with no plan, right? Or like, you know, there's caveats to this. Like, we gotta, you know, we live in a world where money is the thing. But also that is where I think I'm definitely like the dreamer of our group, or like I'm the dreamer between like me and Alex. Or like I'm definitely the one that's like, what do you want? What do you want out of life? Can you visualize it? Can you see it? Go for it. Fucking go for it. We can find a plan. Even if it seems a little dicey, we can come up with a plan, think of the steps to get there, and let's go for it. And I don't know. If you're listening to this conversation at all, wondering if you could do certain creative things, and I think you should. I think you should do it. It works out, man. Phil is here. Welcome, Phil and Disney. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are good. Thank you, Bimp. Me realizing Alyssa is younger than me despite having that wise aunt energy. Kestrel, I shit you not. I've actually been told that a lot, which is kind of funny. I think actually Echo's told me that once, or like something to that effect. The other thing I've been told, and this was a huge honor, me and Alex is one of our best friends from college officiated our wedding when we got married. And at the rehearsal dinner, this weird thing happened where like people were standing up and giving us a toast. And then they were like saying really nice things about Alex and I, right? And like Alex and I are getting all teary-eyed and stuff. And our best friend who was officiating our wedding, like stood up and was talking about like how he met each of us. And one of the things he said was like, cause he was older than me. He's Alex's age. So like in college, you know, he's like, when I was a sophomore, he was a junior or whatever. And he was like, Alyssa, I've always looked up to you. Even though you're younger than me, I've always felt like I could look up to you and like get advice from you. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. Stop it. Which is funny. I don't know what that is. Yo, Jake's got the Ace of Wands. Let's fucking go, dude. Alyssa motivates. I try to, man. I really do. Like I just, life is too short. You know, you gotta go for it. Change is inevitable. Change is always gonna like kick your ass. You might as well go for what you want. Make the change work for you, you know? Hell yeah. That's why we joke they're older boomers. Oh, that's why? It's the wisdom beyond our years. That's why we're boomers. Oh my God. This is definitely where the parasocial parents moniker came from. Oh my God, you're right. They're out here caring for us all as if some of us aren't their elders. I didn't think of it like that. That's funny. I believe it. You got that old wise soul. Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I was also told that as a kid, but I always thought that was like, because like I was the weird kid that would like go to talk to adults at parties. I don't know. Who knows? Solved a crossword puzzle. Bimp's already lapping us, guys. Bimp's already lapping us on the crosswords. That's okay. It's only been 30 minutes. It's not bad. I'm not a goal-oriented or organized person at all, but I've learned that envisioning what I want to achieve really does create those outcomes. It does. It does. Like when I've bought houses in my life, one day I'm just like, I think it's time I start thinking about buying a house. And then it's just on my mind for a while. And then one day I contact a realtor. There's no plan. I just envision it for a while. I mean, that's definitely a way you can do it too. I think a lot of people do that. I think I envision it for a while because I've honestly, since high school, this might sound new age woo, which is different than the kind of woo that Alyssa subscribes to. If you know anything about witchcraft versus occult versus paganism, there's another sect of it called New Age. And many people think this is all the same thing. Right. So this is kind of leaning more, it's somewhere, you're down with the New Age woo? Okay. This is kind of leaning more towards that, but not necessarily. It's also just fucking psychology a bit. So here we go. Making us all look bad? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does. I'm glad you feel that way, Kestrel. I do too a bit. And it's not even that like it's 100% bad, but like, oh my God, do the way some of the people act like really makes me afraid to tell people my beliefs a little bit because I know they'll just assume certain things about me, but that's okay. Whatever, it's fine. Like vision boards and stuff. I've actually done like vision boards and vision journaling since I was in high school. And I find that stuff really helps because what I kind of noticed about myself when I did that, and I don't do the vision board thing anymore, but what I do is journal. And I think very explicitly, like, what does Alyssa want in her life in the future? And I find when I do that, little decisions that I make are then changed, and they all slowly steer the boat in that direction. Kind of like what you're saying. Like, one day I contact a realtor so that then it's like, I don't know, if I wasn't thinking that way, I would kind of just keep doing like, oh, this is what I should be doing, right? Like, this is what a successful adult does, or this is what, I should be doing. It's whenever I stopped doing this is what I should be doing, and I did what I truly wanted based on those goals, that's when things like would start changing. I feel called out. Oh no, by the Two of Swords? Ooh. Difficult decisions. I hope you're doing all right, Sting. Good morning. Good afternoon. There's so much cultural appropriation. Dude, I know. That's one thing I say. I've said this before with like certain tattoos and stuff. Like certain tattoos are like appropriated now for like white supremacy. I fucking hate that because some of it will come from like old Norse magic or old English magic. It doesn't have anything to do with that. And I practice that shit. And I want tattoos like that. But I don't want anyone to look at me and be like, oh my God, this girl's one of them. Because I'm fucking not. And it makes me so mad. Because I just want a protection tattoo. I think that'd be great. But I can't. I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to I want the world to reclaim them, Like I want us to join together and reclaim them and like teach the world that this isn't the way it should be. The bigots ruining runes for us all. I know. It's the fucking worst. I really hope one day that boat steers the other way. But like, I know we're not in that era right now, so it's sad. You love journaling? I do too, man. I journal weekly. Less so this last year with the move. The move was really like a lot was happening, but I'm getting back into it with my I do have like a weekly like offering routine and stuff. I do it then. It's really nice. I did a vision board once. It was so I didn't quit my job. I kept it at my desk to make sure I didn't just walk out. Maybe I just didn't like that job. I would be curious if okay, honestly, so just from that little blurb, which clearly there's a lot more to that story than what you could write in a little blurb for a Twitch chat, right? But, see, because like a vision board to me is like you really dig deep down of what you want. And a vision board, what you want can change. That was something I went through with music where like my vision board from high school had all these high, what I want out of college and then what I wanted out of a career. By the time I left college, which is a lot of time, it was like 5 years after I made that board. Life was very different. Life was different. I was a different person. My goals were different. And again, I talk about all my decisions leading, steering the boat in that direction. Then I realized like, do I still want these things? And I kind of had to like stop it there and steer it the other way. And I started journaling about leaving music, which that was like an identity crisis at that point. All this is to say, a vision board should be what you want deep down, and it's kind of like a chance for you to do some inner like psyche work, And I wonder if you made the vision board as an attempt to make yourself like a job that deep down you knew you didn't like. I'd be curious to hear more about that, but also totally understand if you don't. Get some Ogham. No one's bastardized that yet. I've thought about that, Kestrel. I actually really want to learn Ogham. I have runes that, admittedly, I use tarot a lot more than runes just because I'm more comfortable with tarot. For those that don't know, you can like draw or throw It's like runes on these little, they're like little teeny tablets almost, but I do have those. I just don't, you can use them for divination the same way you do tarot, but I just don't, because I'm less familiar with them, even though I have them. Ogham is something, given my background to the British Isles, I would love to learn more about. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to do Ogham. Which Ogham is, for those that don't know, it's like the Celtic version of that. It's very much based on like trees, types of trees. But it's the same thing with like it's different types of runes for that. Yikes, I didn't know runes have been used for white supremacy. I have runes all up my arm. Doesn't that suck though, Jack? Like that sucks. You know what? I want you start the reclamation movement, okay? Because you're not a bad guy and you shouldn't feel bad for that shit, man. It makes me so upset. It makes me mad. Art's got the sun. That's awesome. What a great card. I stop functioning if I stop journaling. I noticed that too. My mind becomes like, my mind either becomes a mess or what I noticed last year, I get really tired and I start like stalling out. And when I say stalling out, I mean like on goals, or it feels like whatever progress or direction I have in my life kind of hits a pause button, but I don't really know it until I look backwards like the last 5 or 6 months. And then I'm like, what the hell was I doing? You know what I mean? I do that too. It's specifically the Othala rune, I believe. But there's a lot of skinhead assholes, yeah, using Norse mythology as a dog whistle for bigotry. Yes, that is true. Which just sucks. It makes me want to avoid all of it, but also I am like, they can't keep taking stuff from us, damn it. They can't. They can't keep, what did Alex say last week? They can't keep getting away with this. We have to stop them. We have to do, you know how the gays reclaimed the word queer? Like, that's the kind of energy I want to bring to that. You know how queer meant something different, and like, and I don't even mean like queer meaning the word like, oh, happy, or like, oh, or like gay, whatever. But I mean like to be queer was like the insult, right? Like in the 1970s, and it's like, oh, what are you, queer or whatever? And now that's like reclaimed, right? People don't use that word pointed at someone as like an insult. It is what they like. People are queer, but the word is used differently. I'm not saying this very well, but do you know what I'm saying? We need to reclaim the runes like that. We need to bring that energy here. The vision board had a bunch of things that cost money. To get money, I needed a job. So that's why it's on my desk. Oh, not anything actually work related. Honestly, Disney, that's probably where that disconnect came from then. That's interesting. Jack says he'll lead the movement. Excellent. We need that. We need it. We use Ogham for our body painting a lot. That's cool. I would love to get an Ogham set. That'd be a very cool thing to learn. I feel like because I know tarot too, I could probably like use tarot to help learn the Ogham, you know, because I know there's some similarities, or like, you know, certain symbols will like, oh, this most closely relates to the King of Wands card or whatever. All y'all having these practices makes me jealous. I don't do shit these days. What do you mean? Echo, talk about your stream yesterday. What are you saying? Yes, you do. Which is probably why I've become such a massive verbal processor who throws up on people's shoes. Can I tell you guys a story the other day? Remind me to tell you a story after I read Jack's thing about Alex's I'm going to throw up on my shoes comment. Okay. When I got my last tattoo, my TikTok algo suddenly got flooded with, what tattoo should you never get? Oh my God, it was the most discouraging shit. Huge issue with the online space is that if you dig deep enough, you'll learn you should never do anything ever. Okay, wait, Jack, I actually feel this so deep in my core. It was something that kept me from streaming for probably like a year before I actually started streaming, was because I know my morals. I know what I support. And I know in being online, even before I kind of realized how much I love this community building stuff. I know I like people to be comfortable around me. And I think kind of like emotional safe spaces are important. And it always has been. But I was so afraid that people would, like, I don't know, hear me say something and think like, oh my God, did you hear that? She believes in this. Or even like see something behind me and be like, oh my God, do you know where that's from? That's from this. How dare you? And it's like, especially because it's like the whole, I'm not, the phrase like chronically online. Another thing sometimes I worry about is like, what if I talk about like a certain celebrity or something that I don't know shit about? You guys know I don't watch like film and movies or like TV shows basically at all. What if I bring up a joke about a celebrity and then it's like, oh, actually that celebrity's been canceled? Like, and I'm like, I don't know any of this. I'm sorry. And I hope, because inevitably I'll probably be in a situation like that. Like, you guys know, there's been 1 or 2 times I say something where it's like a word that I didn't realize was like a word I shouldn't have said. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know like that was a thing. I didn't even know that's what it meant. And luckily you guys know me well enough that I can apologize. Like, I didn't know that. And I'm never gonna fucking do that again. Easy peasy. I hate when the internet doesn't let people like learn from genuine mistakes and then apologize and be like, yeah, I'll never do that again. I sent you a message on Dizzy. Don't tell me I did something. Did I do something? Given what we just talked about? Don't. Oh, okay. Alex, can I do that at a break? I'm probably going to take a potty break at some point. I have to just send him a file. Jesus Christ, no, not bad. Alex, what was with that timing? Why would you do that to me? I thought I just canceled myself, man. Fucking hell. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's scary, man. Fuck. Anyways, Jack, I completely know what you mean. I have a terribly stereotypical early 2000s tramp stamp and kanji that shows up on a lot of those lists. Echo. See, and that's the Alex is out by. That's not cool, man. Not cool. Shit. I thought I said something. Echo, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Because also, obviously, we all, like, I feel like pretty much know you as a person. And, like, yeah, there's people that if they saw that would judge you in a way that... That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. You own it. You should go through your own reclamation phase, man. Fucking do it. Tramp stamps are back, baby. The circle, time is a flat circle. The circle is flat. Exactly. TBH, I never worked a job that I was like, ooh, my goal is to get promoted here and become some type of higher level employee. No, that's fair. The job was the means to the end to get what you wanted. I feel that. I have an Icarus tattoo, and that's commonly on the list of cliche tattoos, but mine was custom designed by me and my tattoo artist, not the common design. It has meaning to me, so I remind myself that from time to time. I mean, also, like, Icarus is like, it's a class, I don't know. People should not judge others so hard, okay? What do you mean you're going to judge someone on a tattoo they have? Like, I don't know. All right, there's where Alex made my heart drop to my stomach. Okay. Corpo jobs tend to tell you that you must, that must be your goal. If you're not growing, you're underperforming. Yeah. I'm just still, you're right. I mean, Jack's right. Realistically, I'm still falling for that rhetoric. But some of the growth I go for is more spiritual and intrinsic, I think. It's more like finding my happiness. Because also some of my goals, some of the goals are also to escape it. Where I realize in this weird way, to escape the capitalist hellscape, you have to game it a bit. Do you know what I mean? So if I want to have this little cabin, if we're going back on the other thing we were talking about, right? The dream of like, oh yeah, Alex and I, like, yeah, we do build our own house. Let's say we build our own cabin on like fucking 15 acres out in the middle of nowhere, right? In the midst of the Appalachian Mountains. And we do that. we would need the money to do it. And we need to lean into it, you know? And then maybe we could make content out of it and then it like feeds itself. But to get there, to have the mountain tranquility, unfortunately, it shouldn't be like this. To have the mountain tranquility and to build, we would have to also play the system of like turning it into content to try to make a living out of it. You know what I mean? We can't just drop everything and go do that. To even get there in the first place, we have to game our current lifestyle enough. When I say game, like play the game of getting enough money to then start that project. It's just, yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess that if you want to escape it, you have to game it so much and then hope like the greed doesn't like take over, you know, and like be very aware of that. I'm speaking Echo's language. Hold on, let me catch up. Sorry, I have like something in my throat today. Sorry, gang. I hate that. I think Phil gets a lot of that pressure in his current job. It kind of sounds like that sometimes for Phil. He doesn't talk about his work a ton over here, but like I just, yeah, little glimpses of that. I would like to cover it up because I was a bit wee and tiny, but now my lower back is less wee and covered in toasted skin syndrome, and so it's super faded. I wonder if you could get that removed then, if it's already faded. Admittedly, I don't know how tattoo removal, I know it's expensive, which is not obviously something you can do right now, and I know it's painful, but like, I don't know. I wonder if that's something you could do one day. If someone doesn't like a tattoo, they don't have to get it. Simple. Exactly! Don't judge what other people are doing, man. If what you're doing, if what someone else is doing is not actively hurting anyone, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I agree, Art. Would it help if someone were to hold ritual space and do guided practice? I got you. Give me some time. It's an idea that's been brewing. Wait, I would like to sit in on this. Can I be invited? You're speaking Echo's language now, right? We're going to church, rhetorically. Yo, the tarot deck that's that goes with the divination TTRPG just arrived. Oh, that's cool. How sick, Echo. Have a fun time looking at that. I think tattoo removal as a science is super neat. I also hear it's real painful. I don't know anything about the science of tattoo removal. I just know it's pricey. It hurts like a bitch. So I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Let me tell you guys briefly the story about Alex's and his vomiting on the shoes. So you guys know, apparently, I'll start the story with this. I was editing on the couch in our living room like 3 days ago. It was like middle of the week, right? And then we'll get to Crosswords because it's been an hour. I was editing the Light Up the Town. Oh no, this was like earlier this week. I was editing Light Up the Town. And I was editing it out loud, which I never do. Alex is in the kitchen nearby, like making a snack or something. And I get to a part in the edit of Light Up the Town where I like miss the trampoline on the roof. And I go, I'm going to, as Alex said, vomit on my shoes. And he must hear it from the kitchen. And he laughs. And he's like, is that why people keep saying that to me? And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, on my chat, like on my Dark Souls streams, where he's like, or in Discord or something, he goes, people keep using that phrase, I'm gonna vomit on my shoes. And he's like, I thought that was like something on TikTok that I didn't know about, or like some new meme that I didn't know about. And I was like, no, Alex, you said that. That's why they're saying that to you. No one is saying that anywhere else. They're only saying that to you because you said it. And he was like, well, I don't know what comes out of my mouth most of the time. And he's like, when did I say it? And I'm like, I can pull up the moment. It's from the demo. And you said, Alyssa, buy it, or else I'm going to vomit on my shoes. And he goes, I said that? And I was like, yeah, you did. And he's like, oh, so that's why people keep saying it to me. Alex got memed and didn't even know it. He was so confused. He was. Trina, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh my God. So yeah, that's the story. Y'all really confused him with that. And he didn't know. And it just happened. I was editing it out loud, which I never do. It was good, man. Tattoos stay in place because the carbon they put under your skin is in molecules that are too big for your immune system to remove. The tattoo removal laser blasts the molecules into small enough chunks. That's wild. I didn't know that. Place? No, that's okay. Jack, I wasn't going to say anything. I was trying to edit it for you. Don't worry. No, I got you. I was trying to help. I'm good. I laughed so hard at y'all's stream yesterday. Good. I'm so glad people had a good time. Alex and I did our duo stream, which, by the way, if you are curious about our redacted streams before we go into crossword puzzlies, the redacted channel is officially being announced Wednesday at the Wednesday redacted stream. If anyone needs to plan subs, because I know some of you guys subbed to Alex, and that's kind of why we're trying to give ample warning for this, is we're gonna try to shoot to start in like mid-February, maybe early February, something like that. Yeah. I left right around the time we had bullied Alex into madness. Sorry, Alex. I thought your jeans were nice. It was a good one. It was fun times, man. I cannot wait for the redacted channel. I'm so glad. So, okay, there is something I have to say with the redacted channel. The reason we're trying to push, Art's name is Cindy. Art, would you rather go by Cindy? You let me know. I often make little nicknames for people based on their usernames, but if you ever want to be called something different, please let me know. The stream last night was fun, but I had to go to sleep eventually because it was 2 a.m. for me. Oh, no, fair. I don't know how y'all stay up that late because I pass out as well. No worries at all. Okay, the thing I wanted to bring up with the redacted channel to warn you guys about, the reason Alex and I are rolling this out kind of early and trying to warn people with ample time is because we will be having an extremely big event for redacted channel. We're shooting for it to be very, very soon after redacted channel launches, if all goes to plan. It all hinges on us getting affiliate. So as soon as we get affiliate, this is in motion. And I just need to say, it's the biggest event I've done on Twitch, on this channel or anything else. It's bigger than the anniversary stream. It's bigger than Hobbit's Giving. It's gonna be a lot. And we just need people to be warned about it. Okay? Art is fine too, but yes, I am Cindy. Okay, I will try to remember that. I might fluctuate between the two. But yeah, you ever let me know if you have a preference or not. We have at least 3 chat regulars who are addressed by completely different names than their usernames. This is true. It's a bit of like a it's not a rite of passage. It just is. It just be. All right, what do you guys say we start crosswords? What do you guys say we start meandering over? I was thinking we could start with the Monday one to make us feel really good. You know what I mean? Aren't the Monday ones easy? Watch us actually like suck ass at this and then it's a disaster. You know what I mean? Could be. Crosswords. Geico? Oh! That is easy! Shit, never mind. I'm not even reading the clues and Jack's already got it. What else is new? Okay. Ramp. You guys are going too fast. Ramp. Oh, this is gonna make us feel good. A heavy coat? Like of paint? There's no way. One down's gotta be G. Is Chitat like GPT? No. I don't want it to be. I think one down is Gab. So not a heavy coat of paint. Wait, meta? Hold on, wait. This one's meta? Fuck, hold on. Yes, meta. A meta. That was a good run, though. Okay, we think 2 down is air. What do we think Gumbo Pot is? Chit chat is gab. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to do my awful, terrible job. Wait, what? Wait, working with animals? Gotta try to read my book while a cat invades my personal space. So rough. Okay, I can see the sarcasm now. I'll maybe be back before you're done. Good luck, Kestrel. Have a good time. Oh, okra. Yo, Alex's family loves okra. Such torture, Kestrel. Godspeed on this horrible living. I couldn't read the sarcasm at first, but now I see it. Sweetener used on a Providence campus? Oh, brown sugar? Because Brown, the university. Oh, C12 down. Never. Don't tell me what to do. Restroom to a Brit. Is that how you spell Lou? Is that how you spell Lou? I actually don't know. I've only ever heard it say. It's Lou with 2 O's? Okay. I can go with that. Forearm bones. The ulna. Fuck. The radius. Nope. Ulnas? Oh, because it's plural. God damn it. I knew that. Blank dreaming? I hope I'm not getting a cold. Why am I so sneezy today? What's wrong with me? Oh, you know what it is? It's super warm where I'm at right now. I wonder if the trees think winter is over and it's like a fake spring. I get crazy pollen allergies. That was me earlier, reading with my cat squished in my arms because she doesn't know personal space. Isn't that the sweetest, though? I love when animals do that. I think 4 down is definitely Cal. I see it. I see it now. Let's go here. Blank dreaming, I have no idea. Horse that's saddled up for a tour of the Philadelphia campus. What school's in Philadelphia? Carnegie Mellon's in Pittsburgh, right? Am I dreaming? That's good. If there's anything that drives me crazy about US-based trivia and crosswords, it's the US colleges and Spanish words. I gotta be honest. The thing that gets me is words in other languages, period. Even if I know the language. Because it's like, if you don't, like, you're just screwed. Or, I hate names. Like celebrity names. Drives me nuts. Am I Dreaming is a good one. Wrong at? No, you're good. It was 51 here yesterday. By this time tomorrow, there will have been more freezing rain and 10 more centimeters of snow. Are you able to leave the house? How are you doing with that? 5 down is ornate, so Lou isn't right. Okay, well, wait, Echo, you're a Brit. You got Brit in your bones. What is this? What do? Lav? No. Oh, like lavatory? Do people say that? I'm gonna go use the lav. What'd you think of that accent? Hybrid orange fruit. Oh, wait. Isn't like clementine, something like that? My fingers were in the wrong spot. Clement? Maybe it's Clement. Hey, Subhan! Dude, how are you feeling? Are you doing okay? Just waiting for your face to feel better. What's up? Good morning. So good, thank you. 10 centimeters and can you leave the house? May have been the classic situations that Americans can't understand the metric system. No, Rick. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for the black ice. I'm asking for the can he get in his car? Can he get in his car? And is he gonna slide off the road into his doom? That's what I'm asking. Pomelo? Wait. This? What's a pomelo? Tangelo. It is Okay, it's gotta be that. That's something. My Florida brain remembers a lot of Tangelos. 100%. Physician, would that just be doctor? Oft grilled fish on menus. Mahi. Flirts with. My bad. No, you're good. I choose to believe you. Thank you. Listen, I know something about the ice now, especially because I've driven into a ditch now, and I no longer judge anyone that drives into a ditch. Ice or no ice, okay? But I'm just saying that's a real headache if you go out there, you know? I'm doing better. I can talk now. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better, dude. They're like 23 down. Where is that? Hold up. Spot for short people at the moment. ATM. ATM, good shit. Are you low-key a crossword genius? Echo definitely is. Echo for sure is. They help me out a lot. Adventure novelist, I couldn't tell you. It's a name, I couldn't tell you. Time for extracurricular activities, or where the ends of those literally are. Don't know. ATM, like for money, they're short on cash. No, yeah, I did get that. I was trying to see if it was like a multifaceted joke. Basil-based sauces, pesto. Another author name, couldn't tell you. Hotspot service. Wi-Fi. Yo, chat! Yeah, welcome in, Raiders! Good morning. I love how this is supposed to be chill, cozy morning crossword stream, and then that's my raid. Welcome, Raiders. Feel free helping me do this. Hello, is it urinal? That's, holy shit, the way you spell your name is fantastic. Tyrannitainer? Welcome, Cosmic Gnostic. Hey, I remember you. Welcome in, guys. Hal? Welcome. My name is Alyssa. Chet, thank you so much for rating. Hello. I hope your crosswords went well. I was wondering
if you could play that song again.
I will indeed play my intro again. Welcome. On Saturdays, we often do crosswords, but I'm a variety streamer that does all kinds of things. I heard pesto, hell yeah. And I just got a redeem to play my intro, so we'll do that. And then feel free to help me solve crossword puzzles. Thank you so much for the follow, Dual Gemini. That's a great name. Believe it or not, it's time for the stream. Grab some snacks and your coffee. Sometimes I game or I make art. What will it be? Believe it or not, we are live. Hey, that's it. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. We're live. I've been seeing urinal in chat for a year and never made this connection. Okay, admittedly, I do shit like that all the time. You know, it is how it is. It is how it is. The color's also a clue. That's so good. That is so good. Okay, toward the back of the boat. Do we think this is off toward? Buddy, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, guys. That's so nice. Okay, wait. Hold up, Scottish Mind Games. Where do we think this is? Stern. Of course it's Stern. I knew this. Okay, I want to make sure I get your name right. Bactrian? Is it Bactrian Bish? Thank you so much for the follow. If I get anyone's names wrong, correct me. I'm sorry. And I realize this is A Stern. If I could spell. Christ. Oh my god. Moss, was this your doing? Moss, was this your doing? Favor from me one way or the other. Thank you, Moss. That's very sweet. I hope you're having a great morning too, man. How are you doing? That was beautiful. Okay, good. Bactrian. I can do it. Invests. That's a good one. Gang, we did crosswords last week for the first time in a long time. And I should paraphrase. Alyssa did very bad. So I'm warming up on this is the Monday crossword puzzle. And then we're jumping in to the Friday, Saturday ones. Because I needed a warm up. Anyone in chat can throw out what they think the answers are. We just chit chat, chill, have a good time with these. It's how I like to start the weekend. I try to make the weekend ones, cozy. When in doubt, blame Moss. Me? Usually a good way to handle things. Quad found on a Portland campus. What's in Portland? Oregon University? I don't know. Totally Yes. Is that it? Oh, hell yeah. Ready? Yeah. That's a good one. What? Wait, Trina, you know this? What the hell is that? Okay, it's not that. Oh my god, that's fun. Thank you. The face scans are one of my favorite things. Good lord. Annabelle, hello. Thank you for streaking. 2 little letters. It's the best animal. I think I've seen them on Reels recently. TikToks, whatever they're called. The short forms. I think 57 ifs. I'm going to go with it. Echo, you're really good at these. I'm just going to trust you. I trust you. They're the cutest. I have to look them up. Trina, that's what I was saying. Damn US colleges and Spanish words. I'm decent at other US trivia, but please, the colleges. Enough of the colleges. They have to be stopped. The Substance Oscar nominee. See, the pop culture thing is what gets me. Kitchen appliance used at a Houston campus. Okay, wait. I want to get your name. Tyria? Tyria Tainer. Tyria Tyner. I feel like I'm stroking out reading your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the follow. Urinal. Thank you. It's Tyria. Thank you. Okay. Hold on. Thank you. Listen, getting people's names right is important to me because I have the whitest, like, most basic bitch name you've ever seen, right? Like Alyssa. Like, yep. When people get my name wrong, which happens more than you would think, I get...
She's a fucking gamer, dude.
I get so like, are you serious? It's a point of pride to me. Okay, wait, 71. I see things flying. Hold on, I got it. Tyria. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. Tyria. 27 down is more. All right, hold on. Wait. Everything's flying. Like Demi Moore? Okay, I'll take it. Rice cooker. Oh, because rice in Houston. Okay, that's, yes, genius. Genius. Scottish Mind Games is working on another level. So this means 59 across must be Demi, however you say it. That alert. Okay, we think 49 down is nearer. That's genius, Bimp. Echo beat you to it. We think 67 across is odd. That was the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. As a former substitute teacher, I completely get it. Oh, Tyria. Wait. I am a former educator myself. My degree is in music education. I more worked in schools than actually had a teacher position. But my husband, who's Alex in chat, right at the right, he was a high school. He was a middle school band director for 5 years. So, oh my God, being a substitute teacher, you're doing the Lord's work. I'm so sorry that you had to endure what you endured because holy shit, is that a hard job? That's a hard fucking job to do. Wow. Alyssa ass sketches. She catches. Alyssa ass catches. Alyssa ass catch 'em. Ass catch 'em? Maybe. Actually, my name is pronounced Moose. All right, Moose cosplay. You got it. I got you. Frisco, hello. Good morning. How are you doing? Or good afternoon, wherever you are. Boss's name is pronounced Skunk. What instruments? Dual, I am a French horn player. I actually did percussion in high school, so I did a lot of like drumline and percussion stuff. But for my degree and then professionally in orchestras, I played French horn. Alex is a trumpet player, but he's also very good at guitar and bass. He actually plays guitar in jazz band, that sort of thing. French horn? Do we have French horn players? Best instrument. It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? You fucking get it. You fucking get it. Sorry if I'm a little bit behind on chat, gang, while I catch up with what y'all are saying. Klein. But you all know. Also, if some raiders are still here, which I know you guys are. I don't know why I said it like that. I yap a lot too. Welcome to a yappy stream. I love yapping, chatting. It's love just hanging out with y'all, getting to know people. So I get behind on chat quite often, but I will read your message. I won't fucking miss it. Trina, gifted kids. What do you mean Rice Kirker is a Houston thing? The entire Asia diaspora screams. Scottish, where exactly was Enos? Is it where I am now? Probably. Yes, sirree. Let's go. Alex is here. Okay, we think 70 across is bags? Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. That all makes sense. Dab? Okay, I can take that. I thought it was going to be like a dab reference. It's about to riot. Okay, cool. We got Frisco had Enos too. Cool. I think it's a hit due to Rice University in Houston. 25 down is haste. Wait, in haste. Okay, got it. New OnlyFans identity. Ass Ketchum. Jesus Christ, Echo. This is the Canadian Trina, knows nothing about these American colleges. Oh my god. Fellow French horn gamer. Fermented! Wait, do you play French horn? Does anyone here play French horn or, like, honestly, just any brass instrument? Were you a band kid? Were you a music kid? I'll even take orchestra. At all. Any of it. Because hell yeah, French horn players rise up. Jack is in shambles. I'm outnumbered by French hornists. This is true. If you know Hi-Fi Jack in the chat, who's one of my mods, he's a euphonium player. I know. It's sad. We all feel a little bad for Jack. I know. Unless you're a euphonium player. I'm sorry if you are, but also, like, come on. Okay, 40 down is torso. Jack, it's my time to rise up. You have no hope. You have no hope anymore. Oh, you actually think 32 is gifted kids? I gotta be real, Echo. When you said 32 is gifted kids, I didn't even look at it. I thought you were just calling Trina gifted. And like that was some inside joke I didn't know about. I'm gonna be real. I miss playing concert French horn, but I love my mellophone. Tyria, do you still play at all? Or is that like now that like you're out of school? Because I know, listen, band instruments, it's like once you're out of school, it's so hard to keep playing. I only just recently joined. I used to play in orchestras professionally. I actually left music due to a lot of like identity crisis stuff. I realized it wasn't a career path I wanted to go on. I talk about this at length on stream. It's a lot. We get into some deep talks here over in the Alyssa Sketches channel. But I left music behind. I actually did an art career for quite a while, working in the animation industry before then jumping and now trying to do more content creation stuff. But only recently, after not playing horn for 8 years, did I decide to do a community orchestra. And that has been hugely healing and just fun. And like I've been able to connect with music again, and it's been great. Can't afford the concert. Oh, fair. They're expensive as hell. If I didn't major in it in college, where like I had, that was my job essentially, right? I get it. I played trombone for 8 years. That's so cool. Okay. Alex always jokes around like he's a trumpet player, but he jokes around that he should have been a trombone player. Yeah, Moss, I'm yapping. 54 down, tacos. Where is that? Hold on, my water bottle's in the way. Of course that's tacos. Where's Olive? Was it this one? Of course it's Olive. I'm not even reading the clues at this point. You're all doing this. You too, why didn't I know this? Yeah, let's go. Said in a derogatory way. French hornies? At the right. I did say I would riot at the right. Okay, 58 down. Solo. It's good we're yapping so much because listen, the next puzzle is gonna go a lot slower. This is the Monday. We're leaning into a false sense of security here. Baby beaver? What's that? Trina was a flute player, band geek through and through. I didn't know that. When did you switch to violin? What made you switch to violin before doing therapy? Brother was a trumpet player? That's so cool. I feel like trumpet players are everywhere. You see them a lot. Like, they're definitely a lot more common. Uh-oh. Is this wrong? It's the ISS. I'm gonna. I think sci-fi is it. Maybe we come back. But no, I'm just saying trumpet players are like, you're gonna meet a lot more trumpet players than you will like tuba, than you will. I feel like even like flute and horn, and then definitely the like oboe or bassoon or some shit. I did sax in 7th grade, but I've been a chorus kid ever since. That's great. Chorus is also fantastic. I'm actually playing my trumpet tomorrow, but my main is mellophone. Oh, that's cool. Trumpet, that makes sense. Trumpet is also much more affordable, fair than any other brass instrument. I hated lugging the French horn in middle school with my spaghetti arms. Yes! Oh my God. See, I didn't have to do that because I was a percussionist when I was like in public school. I didn't switch to French horn until my senior year of high school. And by then, I had a really nice case, so I was kind of lucky. I was a little spoiled with that. Who doesn't appreciate a good, strong pair of lungs? Hey, true? Trina and I were talking about gifted kids yesterday. I also thought this. That's what I thought. I'm traumatized former gifted kid. That was the joke. Yeah, I mean, I am too. I feel you. Straight A gifted kid that, of course, was going to be successful in all facets of life. Of course. And then upon graduating college, life kicked me in the teeth very quickly. Had to grow from that. Being a French horn player wore her down emotionally. That's just music and capitalism. They don't go together. it was a bad mix. 52. Is it reed section? No, it's not. You're telling me we're talking about band and it's a reed section? That's actually hilarious. Oh my God. It's true we be talking. That's nice though. I like talking. Okay, 50. Wait, I can do this. I can find. Funded, maybe. That's a good one. Maybe it's not. What about these? Brave and noble? Heroic, maybe? So we have FR. By walking. Oh. Existential crisis about the horn being designed around putting your hand inside. We were just talking about that. If anyone is curious here, like any of the new people, raiders coming in, I do have a Discord where we actually do a lot of community events and stuff. We also just chit chat there and hang out. It's a good time. If you want to join, ! Discord. But I bring this up because an event that I'm doing that will be announced very soon, I have it planned, I just haven't written it down in the Discord yet, is early next month or late this month, I will be doing a French horn recital where I will be pulling out my French horn and playing you. If you've done solo and ensemble or anything like that, it's like a solo piece that you'd play like at a recital like that. So I'll be playing a piece like that accompanied with an online accompaniment thing, and then I will be doing a classical music Q&A where you can ask me what my time was like being in professional orchestras. You can ask me what it was like going to college for French horn or doing performance, or why I left music. Why do I have to stick my hand up the bell of the French horn? That seems stupid. Ask me about it. So that is something that's happening soon. The church I'm part of does some solo and group stuff occasionally. We're doing a jazz piece tomorrow. You were part of the Ohio State marching band? Wait, I play every year the reunion at the football game. Tyria? I shit you not. I grew up an Ohio State fan. I'm a huge Buckeye fan. You talking about the OSU band? Shut the fuck up. I just got to them. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm behind. I'm getting there. But hold on. Wait, holy shit. My dad. Are we the same person? My dad and a lot of my dad was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio. So I'm sorry this is boring anyone. I'm going to get to the crossword. Hold on. My dad was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio. A lot of my family's still up there. So of course, you must fucking know what it's like up there, because Columbus, like they love their Buckeyes. So my dad moved to Florida, and I was born and raised in Florida for a while. But even in Florida, of course, the Buckeye blood is strong. So I was raised a Buckeye fan. But I now live in North Carolina. When I was in college, I went to Florida State. So I'm a Buckeye and a Seminole at heart, because I also love Florida State College of Music. Was a fantastic experience. But yeah, go Bucks. I also, as a Florida State fan, you can imagine how fucking pissed I was when they lost to Miami. What do you mean Miami did this to them? What? Fucking travesty. Oh, Moss! Okay. Moss, thank you so much for the gift sub to Tyria. So yeah, anyway, I'm a huge Ohio State fan. The marching band. No, I grew up. Listen, I was also hurt as a Florida State fan. I still hate the Gators from when they beat Ohio State in like the fucking 2004 national championship. That's still a wound in my soul a little bit. I know. And Tyria knows. They know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'll get off the Ohio State. I know some people are like, oh God, college football. Hold on. Trombone and trumpet players belong to the same astrological markers. Oh my God, we should do an instrument astrology thing. That would be so good. And I love it. Marching band was by far some of my favorite memories from high school. I agree, Dual Gemini. It was for me too. On foot. Frisco, that's great. That's definitely what it was. Fuck, be back in 2 minutes. I'm sorry! Okay, wait, let me just, commercials. So if you've said something about my messages, I didn't hear it. Okay, that's okay. God, Alyssa, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. This is Kit. Kid, maybe too. It could be Kit or Kid. What do we think this one is? Sacred carving. It's probably totem. Is what they're referring to, probably. 65 down Eve. REM. 50 across. Fronted. That's good. IDS. Okay. We got there. There's a psychological impact to trumpet and trombone players having forward-facing bells. It gives them complexes. Wait. Oh my God, we could call them they're like the cardinal signs of the brass instruments. Do you know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Moss is back and I'm still behind. 36 down. Shit, hold on. It's YSL. 18 down. Echo's just single-handedly doing this. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life right now, man? I don't even know what that word is. Jack! Okay. Wait, you gifted a sub to Moss? That's so nice, thank you. Wait, Moss, you gifted a sub before you even subbed yourself. Thank you so much. Oh my God, we got a hype train. Thank you guys. Treasure train. That's so sweet. Okay, we got 39 across. Fuck. After school.
I'm freaking out. What's going on?
Hey Alex, thank you so much for the bits. We do have TTS for bits, even if it's just 10, if you want to make it funny. Okay, on foot, we got that. Mellophone bells are so big, it's hard to line up with the person in front of you. Yes, they are. This is true. Oh, she just read We Be Yappin'. I know! Moss, I'm trying my best, man! It's just, I'm overwhelmed. Good Lord, how can you ever see the sheet music? Stand off to the side.
Perry IT.
Perry IT! Why did they do that? Echo, thank you so much for the bits. Okay, there. I'm at the Are We the Same Person? Best damn band in the land? Yeah, they are. Still think an AMA, This Is How It Works stream on Aphantasia as an artist would be amazing. Echo, you let me know when you want to talk about that. I can just talk about it any time. Although right now I am quite overwhelmed to talk about that. But yes, I would love to do that. Dude, if you were a band person, hell, even those who weren't band know how big of a deal that band is. Oh, yeah. For the university, it is... If you're in Columbus, Ohio, they know what a big deal that is. They don't fuck around with that. Heavy coats, probably armor. What do we think some of these are? Let's go to some of the downs. This is not football. This is band, baby. Trina, thank you so much for the 100 bits. We got a little dancing Carlac. Thank you so much. Do you have weird feelings about Gatorade because of this serious question? No, because I grew up on Gatorade before I knew its relationship to UF. And ironically, would you like to know the true story about Gatorade? Gatorade was initially invented at the Florida State University before then moving and transferring to UF. So it actually also has a link to Florida State University. You can Google that. It's real. Okay. Totem, we got that. I'm so sorry, gang. I'm catching up. No, the be back in 2 minutes was because we hit ads. I love diversions. Could have been for this too. You seem to be enjoying yourself. I'm glad. Okay, unfortunately, my twin, I must be off. I'm sorry I missed you, Tyria. I have a musical to go see and have to practice and get ready. Tyria, thank you so much for being here. My band buddy. Go enjoy your musical. It sounds like a great time. And I'm sorry if you missed my goodbye. Gifting a sub before subscribing yourself. You're supposed to put your oxygen mask on before supporting others. Oh my God. This is great. Thanksgiving month is November. Bimp, thank you. Italian 3 is Trey. Just like in Expedition 33, right, guys? The Italian game. The Italian game, of course. You're too slow. Okay, I'm catching up finally. Hold on, Willow needs me to give her love desperately. Okay, 10 down is Rodeo Clown. There we go. Okay. So, wait. But okay, wait, it has to be Rodeo Clown. What the hell is this? Oh, Old Nay. Is that the formal plural? Probably. 19 across would be dash. Oh. Go Knowles. Scalp him. I do not support this. I know. There is some definitely problematic stuff that, like, they try to make less problematic by, like, working with the tribe, but there's definitely a sketchy background. I'm very proud of the College of Music and the education I got there. Would I love for them to make right on their background with that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, 8 down is stall. 9 down is earned. Oh my God. Remember when I said easy Monday puzzle? This will be nothing. This will be nothing. Alyssa grabbing the mic and looking into the camera is serious business. I believe you. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Wait, what musical though? Oh, that's true. We got a lot of musical buffs in here. 26 across. Oh, it's definitely Temple. What do you think it is? Temple Mount? It's a great one. For now, until she comes begging for more. Oui, spaghetti! You want to play Expedition now? That was really fun. Alex and I, for those that don't know the joke, Alex and I on the Redacted stream over on his channel right now played more Expedition 33 last night. And when he gave a recap, which was definitely the best recap you've ever seen in your whole life, he described it as Italy, and I think he actually forgot the word France and replaced it with the word Italy. So now we call it the Italian game. 38 across, we think is Clive. Check grid. Scalp him is wild. Oh, there's a lot of problematic shit. Yep, with an E. Hey, GG, it only took 35 minutes. Begs. Hold up, let me see. Oh, beseeches. I should have read the clue. I could have gotten that. I'm going to be real. That crossword was 100% you guys. And I wasn't even reading the clues half the time. I think I was just putting in whatever you guys told me to put in. What an idiot that, Alex. That's not what I said. It was a really funny moment. Yeah, dude, I went to UIUC, the Fighting Illini, okay? People who still think it's okay to rep the chief, icky. Oh my God, okay, yeah. So here's the thing. I'm proud of my education from Florida State University as a musician because their College of Music is robust. Like, if you go in there for performance and put in what you want to that education, you can... There are people that I graduated with that are like very, very renowned performers now. Like it was a great opportunity to study music for what I wanted. And it was fun being at like a big football school. And it's like, you know, I got the college experience. As far as like what that university, you know, what it does with like its mascot and stuff. It was weird because I remember when I went there in high school, you know, like the tour and stuff. That was like at the time when like that stuff was, it was like the progressive social movement. Do you know what I mean? Where like people were beginning to be more vocal about like that stuff isn't okay. And I'm like 16, 17, 18 years old, right? So I'm like learning about that stuff and being like, yeah, it's a really good point. You go to the school and they talk a lot about how the university works directly with the Seminole tribe. And actually a lot of things that school does has to be directly approved by like the Seminole tribe. And so they do a lot, and like that's good and all, and that's like better than nothing than just like taking the likeliness of like, oh, generic chief or whatever, right? But then you do some digging on like, okay, well, how was the university founded? How was that relationship established? And it's definitely like, come on. So like, I almost wish like moving forward, they would just like own up to it. And I hope there comes a day in the future where that happens. They can own up to it. And even if they still want to be like, I don't know, have the affiliation with the Seminole tribe and do stuff like that, there's got to be a way to do it where it's like less of a fucking like, it's a, you know, mascot, scalp them. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a way to do it. They do some things where they talk about the unconquered spirit of the Seminoles and the Seminole tribe and, celebrating the culture of it. And like, I almost feel like maybe like leaning more into that, or maybe giving the Seminole tribe, maybe giving them more of the university, or like, I don't know, doing something like that if you want to, because obviously a bunch of old white people run it. I don't know how university is run, but I'm just saying the problems are clearly there. I'm not educated enough to know how to fix that shit at all. But yeah, yep, it's a problem. Shocked it was only 35 minutes. I would agree. 20 of those minutes were banned college football talk. I know, but I never... Listen, the fact that I met somebody that was also an Ohio State person, that's huge. When else is that ever going to happen? Guys, that's never going to happen again in my time on Twitch. Ever. We distracted you. It was worth it, though. Like, we retired it specifically because the Illini tribes asked us to, and people act like huge piss babies about it. That's the annoying thing with me. And I know that's going to happen, but they just need to rip off the Band-Aid and do it for Florida State. They really do. Alexa's here! Hey, Alexa! Especially because we've been trying to adopt a new mascot for 5 years, and people are just, exposing themselves to what comes up. Those people are the reason we haven't gotten the Kingfisher, which is the best mascot idea for the orange and blue. Kingfisher would be sick. Willow just bit me while I was typing. I bring only the best to stream. Moss, was that you? Because that was huge. Thank you. That was very sweet. I figured you had something to do to it when I saw you with the raid message. Alexa's got the Knight of Swords. Let's go. Solve the cryptics I put in the links a while ago. I Did you see how much of a struggle the Monday crossword puzzle was? We're going to jump into Saturdays, okay? And we're going to pray. And we're going to pray we get through this. I am sorry. Alexa's here. Wait. Alexa's here. Time to unplug my Alexa speaker. Oh! I got it. Alexa, play Never Gonna Give You Up. Hey, Google, play Never Gonna Give You Up. Did it work? Did it work? I asked nicely if we could raid. Thank you. That's very nice. Alyssa, for fuck's sake. She's a menace. I'll do that every once in a while. I can't do it too often or it's not funny. But in 6 more months, I'm coming for you. Adequate card, looking at the fact that I passed 100% on a test. Congrats. Amazon stole your name. I can't be mad at you. Yeah, that's true. It'd be the opposite. If my name was Alexa, I'd be pretty pissed. Damn, it's just not connected to a music program. You need to connect to. I hope I got. One day I'll get somebody. Alyssa, my Google Nest. Oh no, did it work for Annabelle? Oh, I wasn't trying to get someone like Annabelle. Oh no. I'm sorry. I ain't playing shit. Move your butt to the computer. Play YouTube. It's so funny. All right, guys, we got another crossword. Who's ready for this? And I'm caught up now. Volunteer effort where word gets around. Like a mission? I don't know. Word gets around. Wrapped in terry cloth. Grassroots. I like that. I like that. Okay, grassroots. I'll take it. I'll take it. The movement to adopt the kingfisher was started by students when I was a junior. I so wildly loved it. Like people who are artists, makers in the community will make kingfisher Illini merch. And yet it would be, you're right, even with the colors, that would be fantastic. Without the S. All right, guys, off to go to the candy store. Have fun, Disney. Have a fun trip. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, Jack, it's been a grassroots movement. No, literally. That's true, though. I wonder what Florida State's going to do. They have, like, it is so different with them than it is, like, do you guys remember the NFL football team? The Washington Redskins. The way Florida State does it, because of how they work with the Seminole tribe, is so different than just being called, like, the Chiefs. Or Redskins is almost even, like, fucking worse. Even though they're all, like, not good. And now they're called the Washington Commanders. If those who don't know the NFL is like, you know, if you don't know what team I'm talking about, they're the Washington Commanders now. But yeah, like Florida State has like it's a slightly different culture. It still needs to be changed, but it's like the way they work with the tribe is I think it's what makes it, I think, a little weirder of a situation. Wrong store. Isaiah, thank you for the streak, man. Make reparations to fix, to restore. Nope. Romantic partner's quirky yet innocuous behavior. Oh my god. The Monday one, I thought it would be a warm-up. It lulled me into a sense of security that I don't deserve. 15, I believe, is ordering. Let someone else do the cookie. Order in? Yeah, it just doesn't fit. Oh, ordered in. To have let someone else do the cooking. Ordered in. Okay, I get you, Alexa. I read that wrong. Yep, I got you. Sorry. Make reparations we think might be ready. I'll go for it. It's a good one, Dim. Echo 100%ed the Monday one for us all. It was like Echo and Bimp, pretty much single-handedly. They want to break for the Friday one. It's because I dragged my feet and I talked too fucking much. Damn. Game with blocking fouls. It's a question mark, so it's not a sport. What else can foul mean? Like a bird? We think 17 is beige flag. Oh! That's true. Thank God. Alexa's picking up the slack for us. They're like orange and blue and they fucking hunt fish with their dagger bills. Yeah. No, for real. It's, yeah, it is just that kind of behavior. It's obnoxious. Suffix in many Icelandic surnames. I wanted to look up exactly what it was they did to hunt. That's so cool. Oh, sun! Of course it is. Thank you, Dim. Faced off in a way. Soothe. That could be lull. Could be. There's my contribution to the puzzle. Wait. We think 5 down. Oh, it is dredge. So do we not think this is grassroot anymore? Let me hold up. Dredge would definitely be it, isn't it? Dredged. I've read that recently in recipes. So then, cause like if this is gobs, blunt cuts. No, that would be bobs. Snack that had a space dunk version? The Oreo? Ragnarok Warrior, Odin. Saloon Delivery. I don't know what that is. But okay, we got something. Oreo, Odin, okay. 18 is Jenga? No fucking way. Where is 18? Oh! That's a good one. I think I was wrong with the grassroots. That's okay, though. That was a good start, though. It gave me confidence. So I appreciate it. I can't help on this because Chet did it. I'd be straight cheating. That's okay. You can just like, you can be the moral support and keep the conversation going. We need that so we don't just sit here and like drool as we can't figure anything out, you know? Like Parmesan cheese aged. Sticks the landing. Oh, fuck. What do they call that? There's a name for it. Lord knows I'd be yapping. But that's why you belong here. That's why you belong here, because I can't stop it. It just comes out of me. It's a problem. Okay, wait. I saw Bim's vial. We think 7 down is idled. Oops, there we go. Nails it. Oh. Okay, so then what do we think? Like this is passed out. But I feel like ready might be wrong. The Y here feels a little weird. This could be. I don't know what this could be. I think 10 down is Raj. Okay, yeah, so then ready. Okay, hold up. So ready might be wrong. That's okay. Just like grassroots, it gave us confidence. Okay, that's definitely Raj. Verdi opera with Desdemona? I don't know. I'd be lapping too. Just made my coffee. Ever play Jenga where the blocks have written truth or dare on it? I have not, but oh my god, does that sound like a fun twist to the game. That sounds great. I'm Rick's mortal enemy on video gaming days. He hates to see me coming towards the end of the first hour on stream. No, it's not a bad thing. The yaps are good. Rick likes yapping too. Rick just likes when he can get in more of his yaps and the chat's not too far behind. I think. That's my assessment. What do we think is dealt. Passed out, yep. You mean not passed out, like fainted. Okay. 26 down is phew. And 21 is Daisy. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, okay, let's go back to the acrosses. Partner. Partner. Professionals who have a real sense of style. Copy that. Herd. Chef. Lock. Okay, we think 32 across is Erie. Now I get... Wait, do we think 32 across is Erie? I think that might be... Yeah, that's probably Cedar Point's Lake. That's probably the one they meant. Hold up. Now I get it would be Aha, probably. 13 down. We think is English tea. Oh yeah, Twining's product. If I read the clue, yes, I had some of that this morning. Lot unit, an acre. Okay, to join, or just join. 20 across, dueled. Acre. Never mind, I had lag. Oh, you're good. You're totally good. Lock, join. Primary instrument of English Renaissance composer John Dowland. Now, English Renaissance. It's probably a lute, given the letters. They love to use, like, lute and oboe are like, they love that in a crossword. They love it in a crossword. Score 11 points in pickleball, perhaps. Perhaps a score. I don't know. A win, maybe? Broncos and Mustangs. A horse? But it's specifically with S. Is it males? Because they're like the male name of the horse. A group of experts. International travel need. A passport. Nope. A. Common sense. Money. Your coffee got cold. That's the worst. Whenever I have tea, the tea never tastes as good once it gets cold, you know? Smashing Pumpkins fan? Oh, visas! Visas I don't think fits there, but that's a good idea. I put it in a non-microwavable cup too. This might be a shock to some, or particularly the Americans. I think microwaving water for tea or anything like that is blasphemous. Yeah, I know, Dim. Listen, the Americans do it. The Americans do it all the time. I grew up... Listen, my British family taught me right. Okay, they taught me right. You get a kettle. You get a kettle for that shit. You never microwave it. Never microwave it. And if it gets cold, you suffer. It means you did it wrong. Don't you dare. I know. It is. When I learned Americans microwave water instead of using a kettle, I wanted to die. I grew up on a kettle, man. And then when you go back to microwave water, like I tried microwave water. I've had to do it a couple times when I'm like on vacation at an Airbnb or something. And in America, no one thinks like, oh yeah, of course I need a kettle. So sometimes they don't have a kettle and I'll have to microwave it. I've had to do that, or I just go without tea. And I'm like, oh, fine, I'll try it. And like, I promise you, if anyone here goes from microwave to kettled water and you go back to microwave, you'll realize what a sin it is. Okay? They also microwave coffee. Alex does this. He does it after it gets cold, but I think he's starting to do it less. I wonder if my judgment's getting to him. You can use a kettle for so much. I know. I have so many I have a porcelain kettle, I have a copper kettle, I have 2 stainless steel kettles, and I have an electric kettle. I love them. Do I have a problem? Maybe, but also they make great decorations. Makes me feel like I'm in a little cottage. Like I'm in a little cottage in the woods. Listen, I have an electric kettle because Mixed Moss had one, but that shit tastes the same. It does not! No! It's so different. Oh, man. Okay, 26 parcels. Good. That's crazy to me. And microwave water is like Petition to ban moss. Not all the time, but I do. Wait till y'all find out I make spaghetti in the microwave. Wait, like from scratch? When I was in college, I used to make eggs in the microwave. There's two things I used to do in the microwave in college in desperate times. If I needed like a scrambled egg sandwich, you can scramble eggs sort of in the microwave. And I would do that before leaving for like school or work. There's also, have you guys ever made like a microwave mug brownie? Okay, listen, wait, Cindy. I was in college. I was poor. I had no means to take care of myself. I feel like the college age, that's okay. It's jail. Straight to jail for the microwave brownies, for the microwave eggs. Egg and microwave also. So yeah, what you do is, we're derailing this again. Hold on. Bimp said refuel. Let me put that down or else that's going to get lost in the sauce. That's going to get lost forever. This is probably book drive. Okay. And then I'll have those so we can see the clues. Okay. So how you make the microwave egg thing I'm talking about. How would you make spaghetti from scratch in the microwave? What I mean is, like, do you boil water in the microwave and then you stick in the tough pasta and that's how you make it? Or do you, like, reheat pasta you've already made? Oh, you mean moss. You good. I do not want to know. I'm going to share it with you anyway. So you can actually put, like, an egg in a bowl or a ramekin and you whisk it up like you would before pouring it in a pan to scramble it. But what you do is you leave it in the bowl you scrambled it in and you can microwave it for like 15, 20 seconds. It starts to cook. You whisk it again and then microwave it. And then bam, you got yourself scrambled eggs. And I would put that on a piece of toast with cheese and another piece of toast. And that was my scrambled egg sandwich. And I would eat that in college. I do that less now. But yes. I have you on my TV, so slight delay, sorry. No, that's okay. Cindy, I actually always watch Twitch from TV too. So a lot of times I deal with the same shit. I feel you. 28 down we think is rain dances. Okay, hold up. Rain dances. Cool. Oh, also thank you for the shout out to Chet Sellers. I'm sorry, things got so chaotic. Oh man, now I feel bad. That's okay, we'll rate him again soon. We'll pay him back. I did do mac and cheese in a mug in university, but like times were tough. I mean, that's what college is all about though. That's what I'm saying. Because Trina, I get it. Listen, when you're in college, you're living on that like ramen lifestyle. You know, maybe you have a frying pan, but like, let's be real, you're too lazy for it. Or like maybe all you have is a microwave. I don't know. Y'all wanted me to keep the conversation going. Forgot to give Chet a shout out because I was too busy screaming and giving Moss shit. That's okay. Thank you, Jack. We'll pay him back. We will be sure to pay him back. I boil the pasta in the microwave. Not like ramen, but the pasta in a low amount of regular water and stick it in the microwave for 10 minutes. I didn't even know you could do that. That's crazy. The Italian in me is cringing a little bit. Okay, 39 across. Panel's a good one. International travel need could be luggage. Although, yeah, I guess now that's not. That's a good guess though. Can never get it to sync properly. I can't either. I just have to take the L when I have it on TV, but I often have Twitch on my TV as well, instead of like on a computer or something. Potato adapter. Oh, because of the power outlets. That's a good one. Genius. Where is 39 down? Potatoes. Okay, wait, hold up. I should just look over here. Oh, yeah. Wait. But wouldn't... Potatoes is spelled... Isn't there an E at the end of potatoes? Dude? Viola tree, hello? Oh my god, I know. I'm sorry, we're talking about food sins right now. What were your food sins? I had a lot of my food sins in college. I'm finna cry as if the pasta was sentient. Oh, this one is a little tough. 1812? Wait. Echo, what are we talking about? Hold on. Don't worry, I used to break the noodles, but I got long enough container. I don't anymore. Okay, that does help. Actually, I'm not even shitting you. That does help me a little bit. I'm sorry if nothing is happening to the microwave water except it's getting warm. There's no way it tastes different. It's like how quickly it warms up to what temperature the water warms up, because the temperature of the water does affect the taste of tea, at least. I don't drink coffee, but it does affect the taste of tea. And then whatever is microwaved, it cools down quicker than if it was boiled. So those things. I'm a bit of a snob. When it comes to the tea stuff, but I get it. Alex, thank you so much for the reminder. I'm innocent, Your Honor. I've committed no sins. Food sins like cooking ramen in the microwave? Guilty? Yeah, that is a sin. Let me think. Hell yeah. I've gone with making scrambled eggs in the microwave, and I think the mug brownies that you microwave. Those are my big ones. Oh, I bet this is parsnip. I am going to go with parsnip just because I think potatoes is spelled with an E at the end otherwise. Right? When I was in uni, I ate brains. Wait. Viola, for realsies? Wait, there's... You gotta elaborate. What do you mean? Like a zombie? I need to know. I need to know now. 27 down. Oh, aerial dance. Okay. Wait. Silks and trapeze, etc. Or examples. Could it be aerialists, maybe? Aerialists? Aerial acts. That makes more sense. Aerial acts. That makes the most sense. That's a good one, though. I'm also wondering, yeah, because I've always spelled aerial... No, I guess that is right. Okay. I was shamed by another Italian streamer because I didn't know it was illegal to break the pasta. Definitely illegal to break the pasta. But so is the microwave. So, I mean, if you're already breaking one sin, you might as well just go all like full heathen, you know? Go full heathen with it. I've changed my ways. The unbroken microwave spaghetti. I agree, although I don't at all understand that microwave liquids cool down faster than stovetop. How does that work? I don't know how, but it does happen, right? We've all experienced it. Took me 1812 to solve this crossword. I wanted to stretch the legs a little. Guys, Echo's left us. Echo's left us in the dust. I'm sorry. Pig and rabbit brains cooked in a pan? What? Wait. I have so many questions. Hold on. Is that like a common food to eat where you are? / where are you? Or no? Maybe do you hunt? Do you come from a family that hunt? I have so many questions. Where I am at, that is not a normal meal, so I'm fascinated. Or like an average meal. Do whatever you want to the wholeness of your pasta. May I ask why? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm interested. Okay, hold on, gang. I'm gonna try to catch up. It was tasty, but I went vegan in my second year, so a lot changed after that. That's also interesting. I think about going vegan, but I also love like eggs too much, like baked goods. And I know there's alternatives for it now, and they keep getting better, but it's hard. 55 across a stent, for sure. Counted. I've committed no sins. Subjective. Your superstitions will be the death of your innovation, chat. My favorite food is a burrito with sheep brains, cheek, and tongue. Are you serious? So see, this is what I mean. It's like a cultural thing. So that's just common in other places. Viola's from Spain. It's not common, but it's not rare either. They sell them at butcher shops on the regular. Okay, because see, you say that to an American and they would be like, hello? Except maybe like, I know in my father-in-law's family, they used to hunt. And they used to hunt like partly as like, that was sometimes how like they got a hold of food when he was like really, really young. Or like Alex's grandmother, they were so like poor and like times were different back then that it was like that was part of how they got food. So like they did the whole like use all parts of the animal, right? Waste not, want not. And I think they would do shit like that. But yeah, I think in like modern American society, that's fascinating to me. What a switch up. 29 down is error. User error? Hey, yo, I do that all the time. So that's not males. That's fair. That's fair. Spot on could be apt, maybe. Oh, I gotta crack my neck. I want you all to know that I got up and changed my mug to warm my coffee in the microwave out of spite. Okay, wait, actually, I find that really funny. That's hilarious. Relief medium. This could be like relief medium. I don't really know what they're referring to. Kite for one. Vent. Or vent like rant, maybe? Oatmeal based brews. Do they mean like lattes? Like oat milk based brews? That feels not right. What Americans do now? To make pasta in the fucking microwave. Hey, I boil my pasta in water unbroken the way I'm supposed to, damn it. I still do this. I think it's as much of a switch up to anyone else. To us, buying brains and buying ham is no different. Maybe the big thing I'm told is that I went cold turkey. I just woke up the following day, something clicked in my head, and I haven't bought animal products ever since. Feel like my mom kind of went through that actually. She's not vegan, but she is like vegetarian, and she doesn't even necessarily use that label because it was like one day, it was like in high school, so it's been like 15 years probably. Which that hurts me to say. But it's been probably like for 15 years my mom has not eaten meat at all and doesn't like the thought of eating meat. She just woke up one day and was like, actually no. And she also just did it like cold turkey. So actually, yeah, I can kind of imagine sort of how that went. I get it. The only switch up I'm in is the brains to vegan change. Yeah, less culturally, if that makes sense. No, I understood for sure. The vegan switch up, doing that cold turkey, I know can seem like a lot. Okay, 41 down is Astana. Ooh, okay. I don't know. What is this one? Blackfish mammals? Okay, wait. That would refer to orcas, right? The killer whale. Dirty Digs. What is Dirty Digs? So then what the hell is this? Aerial arts. This has to be arts. We got it. I reheat my coffee in the microwave. If I make 2 cups in the morning and save the second after lunch, I usually turn the hot plate back on at lunch. If I forget, I just microwave it. All right. I'll take it. I accept it. It's fine. I couldn't even type out of anger. Vegans need to up their dairy game first for me to even consider. I can't live without yogurt and cheese. I'm kind of the same, Dim. Like I love the idea of being vegan because I am a huge proponent for like animals and environmentalism, and I do eat. I think I eat less meat than they say Americans eat meat with every single meal. I think I eat meat once a day sometimes. So I definitely eat much less than I think the average American. And that's already like a lot better. Also, I'm not going to sit here and judge anyone if you do eat meat with every meal. Like, this is just a me thing. This is like a list of feeling like, right? Does that make sense? So, and sometimes I think, oh yeah, being vegan would be like cool. And also like, I think it would be good for my health because there was a time when I was racing, I did a vegan-ish diet, like more vegan, and it was pretty good for me. Like I saw some health benefits for me personally, but I also just love dairy too much. My protein shakes that I have are always milk-based. I rely on milk and eggs a lot in my diet. And yeah, I agree with you. And maybe it's also just a knowledge thing too. Like maybe I just don't know how to cook vegan. It's just me, but I do have a special little container with a colander lid for it. Oh, that's cool. Can't believe I got everyone in chat with my correct opinions except Jack. I'm heartened but astonished. You can do vegan plus yogurt and cheese, Dim. I support you. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's kind of like what I was saying. Like, you can just, like, kind of tiptoe in it or just choose to eat less here or there when you can. Like, you know. Aerial arts like the silks hoops. We already have a name for that. Vegetarian. That's true, I guess. That's true. I go to Turkey once a year for the brain burrito and kidneys and livers. I'm not becoming a vegan. I get to live my life once a year, damn it. I don't know who Rebecca is. Accumulation for the new parents. What? Gives rise to. Huh? What? Verity operas never get in there. Chance to add to one's score. Okay, wait. We think 43 down. Bim, can I just say thank you so much for helping with this as we're talking about brains and veganism. Hold on. 57 across essay. Oh, yes. Okay. And this is sty. That makes sense. Okay. This one's weird. Let's maybe go back to the top. Wrapped in terry cloth. I work at a pole and aerial art studio. It fucking rules. I know we talked about this recently. I would love to go take classes for that one day. I know it's often, but every meal you all need your Cheerios, huh? Your poor cholesterol levels. I think that's the statistic. It was like Americans eat meat. I think it's 3 meals a day or at least 2 meals a day. It's a lot. Okay, 43A. Plaster? Oh. Okay. Kite for one is weird. That's a great point, Alyssa. Wait till chat finds out I regularly drink full glasses of milk with my meals at age 25. Moss! I'm about to shame myself in solidarity with you. I also drink full glasses of milk. And this might even make some people feel better or feel worse. It's skim milk. It's skim milk. Oh no, Nari's here? Wait, Nari just came in and she's hearing my confession? She can't. Nari, listen, I need you to not think of me any differently, okay? And I will say, it's not with regular meals. I'm a bitch of having a glass of milk with a dessert, okay? Maybe I should go. No, wait. Let me explain. There's 2 situations where I do this. It's a protein shake and I mix up protein powder and stuff with milk. And then that's just how I get my protein. It's just how I do it. The second time I drink full glass of milk is normally with a dessert. And it's with like chocolate cake or like Christmas cookies or something like that. Okay? That's not too weird, right? Right? That's not weird. Right? Shit. I was saying the same things before. Once you connect the ethics of it, the rest doesn't matter much. Yeah. That's how I feel too, Viola. General take is that policing harmless human behaviors and constructs is silly. I'm going to support you in this whether you like it or not. Jack and I now besties, full circle. Oh shit, Nari's helping. Nari knows Otello. Oh shit. Okay. Nari, we can't have you leave. We need your help. We need you. I used to be vegan for a while and then switched to mostly vegetarian 3 years ago. Became lactose intolerant all of a sudden. Okay, Cindy, that's one reason I don't fully want to give up on milk, because it's huge for my protein. I saw I offended Moss with the skim milk thing. Listen, the kind of skim milk I get, it's no sugar added, and it also helps boost my protein. That with the protein powder, it's huge for me. So I do that. I know also it's like you sometimes retain your ability to tolerate lactose if you keep ingesting it a lot. And I've had a lot of dairy since I was a child, also in part of my British and Irish upbringing with a lot of dairy and butter and shit. So if you ever, like if I were to ever stop ingesting dairy and then suddenly come back to it, I would probably become lactose intolerant. And I'm like low key afraid of that. Because then I don't know how I'm going to get my protein in, you know? Come to Central Illinois. I've got a great studio recommendation. If I'm ever there, I'll actually take you up on that. Just got tickets to see Jeremy Jordan in Canada. Let's go. Moss and Alyssa need to hang out. SketchyCon's going to happen one day, gang. We'll do it. The court of public opinion turning against a tall glass of delicious milk is an injustice. Jack's on my side too. Nari, we outnumber you. Wow. Okay, gang, hold up. I'm gonna slide down. I do that too, only for me it's oat milk. I'll still take it. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to the bottom. Soy milk and oat milk, I'll take that. This is fucking amateur hour milk drinking, Alyssa. Stink, get some food. I'm sorry. Okay, wait, we got 25 down. It's go time. I grew up on skim and 1%, switched when I moved out to 2% as an act of defiant autonomy. I'm also cool with 1% and 2%. I just buy skim, but I'm also cool with those. I can't stand whole milk. That feels like I'm drinking like a milkshake and it coats my entire body. I can't do that. I have that protein problem now. See, that's what I'm afraid of. Godspeed you getting past that, because I know that's tough. And don't worry about a mobile delay. We're good. We're good. I got you if you ever come through. Okay, 58 across. Nari, how are you doing this morning? I'll be having a chill Saturday. Today's been wild for me. I feel jazzed. I'm woken up. Listen, I have no problem with the milk drinking, but I will be public enemy number 1. If that's what you guys need, I'll be that for you. We need an antagonist to gang up against. The greater evil. You never lose the lactose production mechanism. I'm lactose intolerant after 8 years of not having dairy. But that can come back. But can get it back up to the lactose production to digest lactose if I simply add lactose little by little again. That's probably it. It's probably people going back in like whole hog to eating what they used to eat and then getting upset stomach and realizing like, oh no. But that makes sense. I mean, like, what do they call that? Like the idea of exposure therapy, you know, tracks. This is staff. Alyssa, using milk as an ingredient is not the same as enjoying it with a meal. I do drink a whole glass every evening with a little dessert. But you're right, I don't do it. I can't do what I did in grade school where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to sit down with my square pizza and have my chocolate milk. I can't do that. Y'all remember those days? I can't. I appreciate the solidarity. There's a medical paper saying lactose intolerance is a skill issue and you can beat it with microdosing. Microdosing? Yes. All right, thanks. I was supposed to go to a big event, but I was like, I don't have the spoons for that. What's the big event? Is it cool? Big Broadway people never come here. Just Trina's psyched. Try to get off cow's milk, but the eco benefits to the non-dairy. Yeah, and into the non-dairy. But almond milk, which is good, is also eco-damaging. Oat milk so far seems not bad for the environment. It's okay with a bowl of cereal. Interesting. Okay, wait. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to the bottom of chat. Trina, congrats on getting the tickets, though. Let's go. That's par for the course in my existence. Partners would love this. I took her to see Ramen Djawadi a couple years ago. Who was that? I really did sidetrack the fuck out of this hot. That's okay. That's okay. I also need to get better at... I need to get better at chat. Like, I'm going to read everything, but how to get back to the bottom. I love it, though. Y'all know I love it. Like most dissertation defenses. Hard as fuck. Mask? Oh no. What have we? I wanted to go up. Tickets are already gone? That's crazy. It's Southside Idol. Like an American Idol deal for kiddos? Studio I work for has some students performing in it? That is so cute, Nari. Because wait, don't you teach? Do you teach or did you used to teach? I remember reading something like that on like a bio of yours one day. I forget, but hello, fellow education degree holder here. I still eat lactose, just eat some pills with it. That's what my aunt does. She's lactose intolerant and she says, fuck it, I'll eat the ice cream and deal with the stomach ache anyway. It's been like 3 years, still can't have it. Oh, sorry, Cindy. Almond milk is miles better than dairy ecologically. Soy and oat, the rest have a lesser impact. Okay, yeah, still some. I get it. Did I literally get it just in time? Trina, sounds like you might have, dude. Oh, you're a fellow music educator? Wait, hold up. Did I know this about you? I'm a music educator. We're talking about it for the second time this stream. Let's go. You teach piano, voice, and songwriting. Privately, though, I've sworn off the classroom music. That's exactly what I did. Yeah, did we know that? I don't know if we did. So wait, Nari, Alex, right at the right, taught middle school band. He was a middle school band director for 5 years. I have a music ed degree, but I also said, fuck classroom teaching. And I taught privately. I think we have known this, but it's all good. Okay, well now I'm curious how you've sworn off the classroom music, because I did that too. I said, fuck that. If he doesn't sing, it's all coming back to me now. You got a riot. Okay, 58A. This crossword puzzle is a mess. 58A and 44D is wrong, my bad. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. What do we think the bottom one is? 44D, that's okay? Also, lattes might be wrong. I don't know if lattes is right either. We think 44 down. Okay, that would explain it. It's bugle. So let's get rid of that. Funny enough, I'm not a fan of the barista blends. They tend to be too sweet for me. Oh my god. I can't go to like a Starbucks anymore because of the sugar. 46A. So not that. Stouts. Now Alex is a dirty dirt boy. No longer band director, only dirty dirt boy. You know what else I want to learn to get good at making? I really want to get good at matcha. 35 down. Trumpet mutes. How did I miss this clue? Okay, I'm locking in now. I'm locking in. Resonate as a joke. What? It's a funny one. I tried classroom music for a while and loved teaching elementary. Middle school is what killed it for me. Admin wanted me to work miracles with no budget, only one class a week. Taught every grade the same day. Fuck that. All right, I get it. Admin seems to be the thing. It's like a lot of educators will like working with the kids, and then it's like all the other stuff that kills it for them, doesn't it? I'm glad you still teach privately, though. I have a friend that left middle school education, also a middle school band director. She teaches flute privately, and I think she gets a lot of satisfaction from that. Oh, to land a joke. Thank you, Gut Instinct. Or no, that was Bimp. Gut Instinct got Bird. Hold on, let's get Bird. For 44A? Oh, thank you. Okay, this is good. Sportcaster who coined Dipsy Doo Dunkaroo? Huh? Just found out a streamer I used to watch. Oh, has passed. You don't know how to feel about this. Sting, I'm so sorry. That is a weird feeling. Yeah. I've actually gone through that before, so I kind of feel for you. Sorry. Because it's weird. Parasocial relationships are weird. Because, like, as much as it's, like, people talk about the whole how viewers feel towards the streamer, I now also recognize, like, I have also a parasocial relationship with you all in a weird way, particularly with how I do streams and chat and Discord. And, yeah, it's a weird thing. Oral mask. Face? Could it be face? I feel like that's not right. That doesn't feel right. If you need anyone to chat with, my DMs are open. Oh, Alex, that's kind. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would want to help you, Sting. Yeah, I figured it made more sense to be available for people who actually want to be there. Yes, Nari. It feels so much more fulfilling in a lot of ways, too. Okay, hold on. I missed something. 31 down, tater tots. Oh, hell yeah. Alex, tater tots sounds so good. Can we get Biscuitville soon? Oh, and this accumulation would be sleep debt for sure. Which means this could be face. Counted could be maybe tallied. It's not face. Counted could be tallied up, maybe? If I can get this in the right spot. Expressed relief. I don't know. Joe Hisaishi is also doing a show. Oh, that would be so good. Love to go, but can't make it into the city twice in a short period of time. Oh, but Trina, the Ghibli music. Oh, someone's got to go see that. Sting, I'm so sorry. One of my streamer friends passed, and it was a truly it is truly a unique kind of grief. Sting, if you need to talk about, I mean, my DMs are open too. I'm sure a lot of people would be willing to talk through it if you wanted. You don't have to know how to feel about it right now, Sting. That's also very true. I've even actually had a viewer pass away already, and I haven't streamed that long. And that was also like, it was very early on for me to Twitch streaming, and that was also like, oh, this is weird. 58A. Oh, sleep something. Yup. Hide or veil. Okay, well now we know. This is definitely hide. That's a great one. This is going to be EPUB. I still don't really know that one. Disposable sock? Hello? Thank you for saying that, Alex. It's sad, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. He kept updating that he had to cancel streams. Oh, wow. I'm sad, but I didn't know him personally. No, Sting. And that's where Nari says it right. But like, you don't need to know how you feel. I get it. I feel like as we enter this age of the internet and digital age and being close to people through, I mean, content like this, because that's what I say, people always talk about parasocial relationships from, I think, the viewer standpoint, which, I mean, I've been on Twitch for like 10 years, more than 10 years now. I've always only looked at it from that side, and like even now as the streamer, it's just like it's a weird thing. I feel like humanity's gonna learn to navigate in the coming years, you know. Yeah, once a content creator mutual of mine who grew alongside me passed away, and it had been a while since I had seen his stuff. When I looked him up, I saw he had passed the week before. It was devastating. Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of, go with me for a second. Wept is a great one. Thank you, Viola. It's kind of interesting now that digital content has been around long enough that like I think a lot of us has experienced this in some regard. It's kind of nice that we can talk about it and relate to one another about it, you know? This is organ pipe. We're almost there, gang. Give rise to. This I don't know. I don't know what this is. Autos! It's autos like car? It was like autuo. Oh my god. Oh my god. I would die to go, but the disability will not allow it. Oh, I get it. I get it. He'll definitely come back. He comes to Canada more. Organ pipe. Singular pipe. No, you got it. You nailed it. I think the grief is valid, yeah. Engender! Engenders! What's this one then? Hold on. We're cooking. 10A. Robed. What the hell is this? Chance to add to one score. Hold on, we can do this. We can do this. Bonus round? Oh my god. So, this is wrong. I'm noticing that all the ones I put in were incorrect. That's par for the course. He was in the co-working streamer category. Was there a lot when I studied? I haven't seen as many of them since I started working. Oh, that's true. So a friend said in that community he loved us all before he passed. It's just a lot. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sting. Let us know if you need anything. Seriously, like, reach out if you do. Or even if you just are like, not even like if it's like hugely devastating, but if you just want to get past confusion, you know? I think it's important to remember that even though the interaction is digital, it's still real life. It's still actually happening. So it's as valid as any other experience. I completely agree. I completely agree. Because that's the thing, and like, especially how, like, I don't go on a ton of other streams. Or like, well, no, that's not true. I kind of do now that I'm discovering more streamers. But I know the way I do my stream is like for instance, I like to call a lot of you guys out by name. If I refer to like, okay, chat, it's normally like for a joke, but I do like to know you guys as individuals. So like I as the streamer feel like I know you all. When something happens to you, it feels like I'm talking to somebody I would know from school or college or like a D&D group or something. I think it's a weird gray area somewhere beyond parasocial on live streams, at least in the smaller communities, since there is direct interaction. Once you have a huge following, it goes back into parasocial, though. I could see that. And see, that's something I'm like damned and determined to keep up, even as growth happens. Community is everything. I want to maintain that, damn it. Oh, okay, I see coming in with editors. Yep, and that's there. This isn't gonna be pandas, is it? What is this then? Land Down Under? What? There's no way. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why. I just saw like pandas could fit there and I didn't read the clues and I just thought, yeah, let's throw it in there. I think I recall that when that one viewers passed away. At least I wasn't familiar with them personally, but I think I remember someone reporting out on Discord this other person's health. If I'm remembering correctly, that was quite sad. Yeah, you're correct. They were only in my stream for like a week, and then that week that was it. And they were there, and we had chatted, and I had gotten to know them a bit. They were going through like they were going through a big thing in their life, and they thought their life was turning around, and then a health thing happened, and I was like, oh, wow, okay. But, yeah. I'm so glad you and this community were able to be such a meaningful part of his life. It's truly a lot. Let it come in waves if it needs to. Yeah. That's hugely important. No matter what, it's always strange, sad, and bizarre to know someone you talked to once is no longer here. Yeah, that's even happened to me with like people I know in high school. Very true. Popping in and out while working. Sitting in this feeling is the best course for sure. You got this, Sting. MVP Viola's still trucking on the puzzle. Hold on. We think it's Vandal? Okay, and then what is this? Land Down Under. That could be like... Not Dell. What is this clue? Now I get it. Oh, hell! That's why you said hell. Land Down Under. All right, we did it. GG's. GG's, everybody. It's been done. My sound's not working. Wait, my sound button. Oh, you're getting applause. I felt stupid just clapping to nothing just now. There we go. You did it. GG's, everybody. You did it. Listen, we're going to yap just a little bit longer while I catch up with chat and we're talking about the feels, but I think we've exhausted the crosswords today. There's so much going on today. So we're going to yap a bit while we close out the Saturday stream. When it comes to smaller communities like this, in my opinion, the bonds have the ability to have manipulatable dynamic and the ability to be genuine friendships. It's about the way streamers handle the community, and there's a lot of ways to do it responsibly. From a professional perspective, and also somebody who's been in communities and fan spaces, you're doing a good job. Thank you. I'm truly trying to, because it's no surprise, obviously, I want this to grow, because I want this to become, I think, more of a career. But I think a passion of mine is like making spaces like this for people. I think it's what I loved about band. I've realized that recently. When I was a teacher teaching privately, I loved kids having a safe space with me. I remember some of my students, like, they came out to me out of the closet before their own parents. Like, I love being able to provide that for people. I loved, like, throwing Halloween parties for my band kids when I was drum major, or like sectionals, and then like leading like team building exercises, and like that's just something I've always loved, and I'm realizing now that's all connected, and I think I can find a way to like do it all. I see Nari's got to head out. Take care of yourselves. Nari, have a great day today. Good luck on your Southside Idol. Thank you so much for being here. That'll show thinking on a Saturday. Bimp, thank you for, even while I was distracted by talking, doing that. Because good Lord, I'm sorry, I'm extra distracted today. But yeah, no, thank you, Moss, because that really means a lot. That's why I think slow growth is also, like, I'm okay that I'm growing slowly and not super fast, because I think when you have those meteoric rises, you kind of lose yourself in that noise probably a bit easier. You make real bonds of friendships with a lot of us. You've got your hand well on the ball. Thank you. It's also why I feel like I really, truly want to do events like SketchyCon. If you're here and you don't know what SketchyCon is, SketchyCon is something I plan on doing where it's like a big in-person meetup. And like, I fully intend, it kind of started as a joke, because I started it as a joke when I averaged like 3 or 4 viewers, right? Like, who's gonna go, especially with an international audience? We had like 1 person in Finland, we had like 1 person in Korea, and then like 2 Americans. And it's like, you know what I mean? How are we all gonna meet up in the same spot? And like, people are gonna have like the money and the ability to do that, because that's asking for a lot. But I have had this joke about SketchyCon where it's like, oh, I can make like little goodie bags for you guys and like t-shirts, and we could all meet up like once every couple years and go to like the first SketchyCon, or then like, you know, there's like a second SketchyCon or something in the future. And it'd be such a cool way for everyone to like see each other in person. There could be events that you can go to, or like a schedule. I do kind of have an idea for it. And now that it's getting to a point where, you know, it's getting big enough where like a SketchyCon could happen. It's cool. It's cool that that's like actually down the pipeline now. It'd be cute. You're so fucking cute, Alyssa. I have a whole plan and everything. I like actually do. Platonically? It's gonna be cool when it happens. I was telling Alex this the other day, because this time last year in January, SketchyCon was still like a pipe dream. And then just 1 year later, I can actually see a future where like this could actually happen. And that's really neat. It's neat. It's neat to see change. I love when Alyssa gets so excited she forgets to finish reading the message. Yeah. I just like talking. I like talking. Talking's fun. I should probably change this to just chatting so people don't come in expecting puzzles now that we're wrapping up. Don't want to make the people mad. Don't want to make the people mad. But yeah, SketchyCon is, I got plans. I got ideas. No problem. I knew a now defunct streamer who used to speedrun Crosswords. He had a spreadsheet to time the best scores, but personally, I just put up a facade of focus. I have no idea what's going on. Bam, I appreciate it. Speedrun with the community. Okay, yeah. I feel like the last couple of streams have gotten away from me because I've wanted to yap so much, but that's also not a bad thing. I like being able to do this. And the Saturday ones are always just meant to be like, if I game on Saturdays, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? They tend to be more lax or like puzzle games. Like I think I did Is the Seat Taken on Saturdays. I used to. They're definitely my intention with the Saturday puzzles, which is funny with an international community because I recognize a lot of you all here are in the afternoon. And maybe this is nice cozy time for your afternoon tea or coffee. I don't know. But I stream on Saturday mornings because I used to hate waking up on the weekend, and I got my breakfast and I'm like, oh boy, Alex, I finally get to spend time with my partner. Let's sit and watch something together with our like cozy breakfast time. And nothing would be on at all. And we'd be like, well, fuck, now what? And I've decided when I started streaming, I was like, I'm filling in that time for the people. If any other Americans out there want cozy breakfast time, I'm filling in the void for them. I'm streaming Saturday morning. Sunday still, you're on your own. I need one day off a week. But Saturday, I'm there. This is super chill. I'm glad. That's what I shoot for. It's like chaotic chill. And then the redacted streams are just going to be full on chaos. I really let the gremlin out during the redacted streams, but that's okay. I certainly am not helping keep the stream on the rails. That's okay though. It's fun. I learned a lot. I met another Ohio State Buckeye today. That was huge. It was huge. But gang, I do think I'm going to call it there. Let me see. Oh, I know who we should raid. Oh, wait. Oh. Hold on. There's a couple people. We could raid. Hold on. Also, I'm up for raid suggestions if anyone has raid suggestions. Okay, so we got Squeamy Salami's playing What Remains of Edith Finch, which is a fucking classic for me. Bloobs is live. We love Bloobs. We got Blueberry Bats is live. I don't get to raid Blueberry Bats very often. Maybe we do that. Edith Finch. I know Edith Finch is so good. Do you want me to make a list of the most commonly used emotes frequently on Better Twitch TV? Follow-up question, do I also use 7TV emotes? I don't use 7TV emotes. There's no reason why. It's more like I'm a boomer, and I happen to know what Better Twitch TV is. I don't know what 7TV emotes are. But yeah, I'd be open to it. If you want to make a list, by all means, go for it. I also don't necessarily want to give you work, but if you want to, Godspeed, I would appreciate it. This was such a lovely use of my Saturday morning, early afternoon. Thanks, Trina. It was so nice having you here. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I only suggest raiding Shadow Legends. They're never on. Mars, I'm just about to raid out, but thank you for the hydrate. I saw you last night playing with Sage, and I'm glad that Alex and I got to raid into you guys. I hope you guys had a great time with Faz. Avoid the Peepa ones. Use Froogie instead. Oh, okay. Yes, I have heard of that. Trina, listen, I know the Peepa. I'm trying to lead the reclamation on Peepa. Like I said earlier with the tattoos, because I hate that shit. I hate that they took it from us. But this is true. If there are Froogie ones, I'm down for that. I hate it all. Yeah, it sucks. That's how I feel. I'm reclaiming it, damn it. they can fuck off. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's in the VOD. I'm sorry. We got a raid. If anyone has raid suggestions, I'm down. I do think I'm going to raid in Squeamy Salami. Because they are playing Edith Finch. And that's such a vibe. We love it. If you don't know Edith Finch, it is an indie game. It's kind of a puzzle game where you go through a house and discover your folklore and like within your family tree, not folklore, your family history, family folklore. And you discover things about your family as you're figuring out kind of like your past and what happened with your parents and your grandparents. Very cool. Very cool time. See you guys. Bye. Wait. Ah!
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I left too early.
So, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Alyssa, hi. Hello. Hi, Riot. What's up? Welcome on in, Raiders. How was your guys' stream? Hi, Talkie Trina Tunes. Thank you for the follow as well. Let me get you a shout out. Hi, Cozy Kestrel. Hi, Wild Moon. Oh no.